Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? It is time for the NBA Cup Championship game tonight. Battle between the top two teams in the East and the West for seeds. The winning team will get $500,000 per player. Taking place out in Las Vegas, Nevada at T-Mobile Arena for this matchup. The Milwaukee Bucks record of 14-11. They've been on a roll recently up to the number 5 spot in the Eastern Conference standings. They are 10-2 in their previous 12 games last month. 12-3 in their previous 15 games after a 2-8 start for Milwaukee, led by the Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo, and he is rolling. The number 1 scorer in the league, averaging 32.7 points per game, going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's Oklahoma City Thunder, the top team in the Western Conference, the number 1 seed out of the West, record of 20-5. They won 5 straight games in a row, and they are 9-1 in their previous 10 games for OKC. Should be a good one tonight. If you guys are new to this stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here. Tipping off in 12 minutes from now as we welcome you guys to the pregame here on Behind the Arc Basketball for this one. Milwaukee, red hot recently, looking for some more signature wins, just 4-8 against opponents with a winning record so far. Giannis looking to tear it up tonight. His over-under prop total at 30.5. He is the top scorer in the league, averaging above 32 points per game. If there is a weakness for the Thunder, is that they're coming in with not as much front court depth, as they do have 5 players listed out for this game. The biggest loss that they will not be having on the floor tonight, that is Chet Holmgren, who is out for this game. So they are a little bit limited in the front court, but these guys are absolutely dogs for their defenders. They have Jalen Williams, the one with the L, that's a backcourt player. He's playing down low and holding the fort pretty well for him. They got guys lined up around the perimeter, can lock down dudes left and right for the number 1 defensive efficiency team in the NBA, the Oklahoma City Thunder. They are 12-5 against teams above 500, but if they do have an Achilles heel, it will be if this game gets decided by 1 possession. If we play a back and forth game, if this game is very, very close, and that's going to be the goal tonight for the Bucks, just hang in all throughout the course of this night with OKC, because if you hang in, OKC is the only team so far in the NBA that is yet to win in a game that's been decided by 1 possession. They have a record of 0-3 in games decided by 3 points or fewer this season. The only team that's winless for OKC out of all the teams in the NBA in games decided by one possession so far this year, but should be a fun one. Bucks 2-1 against the West, wins over Utah and Houston. Their only loss came against Memphis this season. Oklahoma City, perfect 4-0 against the East, double-digit victories in all 4 of those games against the Bulls, Hawks, Magic, and Raptors. What's good? Ren, Jeff, Rain, Jeffrey, Alex. Thanks all for joining in for this one. Make sure to vote in the poll if you guys haven't already done so. And keep on smashing that thumbs up here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe tonight. OKC, a 5.5-point favorite on the line. My prediction for this one, I'm going to go with the Thunder for tonight's game. I just think that they're just so strong defensively for them. The Bucks are going to have to play their best defensive game all this season for Milwaukee to hang in against the Thunder in this matchup. Thunder able to win back-to-back games by double digits in the NBA Cup, 118-104 against Dallas in the quarterfinals a week ago, and then they beat Houston on Saturday in the semis, 111-96. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 2 massive games, 39 points against Dallas, 32 points against Houston. He had a really slow start against Houston and then poured in the points in bunches in the second half. This OKC team, they are just a force defensively. SGA had 4 steals in the first 5 minutes in that game against Houston on Saturday. And for Milwaukee, they've won 2 close games for them, able to sneak out close wins against the Magic, 114-109. That was a week ago last Tuesday. I remember streaming that game, and they were down at halftime, and they were having a lot of issues in that game with turnovers early on. They cannot turn over the basketball tonight against this ball-hawking Oklahoma City Thunder defense that ranks number 1 in the NBA, averaging above 12 steals per game this season. That could be a difference maker in this game when we look at it, is the lockdown defense that the Thunder have going up against the Bucks, and also free throw shooting as well. The Bucks rank 29th in the NBA at 73% at the free throw line, and the Thunder are the best team at the free throw line this season at 81% shooting the ball, 8 percentage points greater than the Bucks. This year. The Bucks, I feel like they're going to feast on the glass tonight. I get a feeling that this game's going to have a ton of misses in it. Damian Lillard coming into this game, probably he will play tonight. Chris Middleton will not due to an illness, but Damian Lillard, he is not at 100% from what I heard. That he's dealing with a calf injury. That's a major concern, and Giannis is going to have a ton of points for him tonight. Giannis is the top scorer of the league. You're looking at 30 plus points tonight for Giannis, at least in this game. I got a feeling he could very well drop 35 plus before this one is over. He needs a bunch of points tonight. He needs a bunch of rebounds in order to give Milwaukee a shot in this game, considering that Dame's not going in 100% due to the calf injury, and plus this OKC perimeter defense is the best in the NBA and locking up their opponents from 3-point range. So this should be a really good battle tonight here. Asia, what's good? Welcome back in. Warren, thanks for joining in, man. Taking OKC for this one. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win here, OKC or Milwaukee. Type it in. Bucks or Thunder. Should be a fun one tonight. Jeffrey, welcome back in, man. BC landed former Alabama quarterback in the transfer portal. That's awesome. Yeah, somebody that I was working with actually told me about Marshall. They backed out of their bowl game against Army because I guess Marshall had like over 30 players go into the transfer portal during like the last like week or so plus. So they have not enough players to play that game in the bowl game against Army coming up. So Army had to find another opponent in their bowl game, which I think the team that got into their bowl game has like a 5-7 record that they're playing against for that game. Yeah, Louisiana Tech's got a record of 5-7, and they were the substitute team in place of Marshall, who had to back out of that bowl game coming up. We're going to tip off very shortly. I think around like 5 to 7 minutes from now, we'll get things going on here. This is a standalone game in the NBA since the NBA Cup championship game. Winner will take home $500,000 per player. In terms of like superstar payments right there for what they make for salary, that's basically on the pennies. But for the guys that's like on the bench or so on two-way contracts, this is massive for them. Guys that's on the rookie deals, just absolutely huge for those guys. And both of these teams looking for that tonight. The Bucks have restocked with their depth or so from a couple previous seasons or so when they made the run all the way to the NBA championship back in 2021. Whereas Oklahoma City, they get a lot of young players in their team. Sam Presti rolling the dice and hitting on these draft picks year after year after year. And just what an incredible improvement. Last year, the 1 seed in the NBA playoffs in the Western Conference. This year, currently the top team in the West at 20-5 and playing for an NBA Cup championship tonight for the Thunder. Just an incredible season and doing it without a couple of key players. Chet Holmgren not playing tonight. Neither is Ousmane Dieng, Alex Dukas, Adam Flagler, Jalen Williams. That's another big loss. They have 2 key front court players listed out tonight. Chet Holmgren, the 7-foot center on the team, and also Jalen Williams. He's in his 3rd season from Arkansas. Really physical player for a power forward for Jalen Williams. And missing those 2 guys. That is Jalen Williams with a Y from Arkansas, who is out, and also Nikola Topic. So they have 6 guys, or that is 6 guys that's listed out tonight in this game for Oklahoma City, whereas the Bucks have 1 player listed out, Chris Middleton, late scratch. He is out due to illness tonight. So that's a huge loss right there for Milwaukee, not having Chris Middleton available at all tonight for this game. Dylan Lonergan, cool, yeah, from Alabama there. Yeah, hopefully he does well at BC, and I'm hoping BC's basketball team can at least turn the corner. It's been rough for them this year. I actually do some broadcasting over at Stonehill, which is a brand new school to Division I. They're in their 3rd year at Division I, and Stonehill almost took down BC. They hung in, and they played a 1-possession game, wire to wire against Boston College. Lost by only a couple points at Boston College a couple days ago. Charliso, welcome in. Phil, welcome on board. Thanks all for joining in tonight. Going to tip off here in around 4 minutes from now as we get ready for Bucks against Thunder NBA Cup championship game on the line tonight. Should be a fun one. Some of the stuff I like for tonight here. Really like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander over 1.5 steals in this game. That was his over-under. He had 4 steals in the first 5 minutes against Houston. He ranks currently 5th in the NBA, averaging 1.9 steals per game, posting at least 2 steals in the previous 6 out of 7 games for SGA. So I'm thinking that he's going to have a big night, ball hawking the ball and forcing turnovers for SGA tonight. Really like both Giannis and Bobby Portis on the glass tonight for me. Bobby Portis over 7.5 rebounds I saw earlier this morning. He has at least 9 rebounds in the previous 3 out of 4 games. He had that game from a few weeks ago where he had 18 rebounds against the Celtics in that game. And then Giannis, I've got over 12.5 rebounds for this one. I expect a ton of misses in this game. OKC is the number 1 defensive team in field goal shooting percentage defense this season. So I expect a ton of misses and a ton of opportunities for offensive rebounds at the rim. If there's a weakness at OKC, it's their mid-pack in rebounding. For them, they're just such a great defensive team, but they are around like 16th in the glass on rebounding. They're also dead last in allowing opponents to come up with rebounds for them. So opponents' rebounds, they rank dead last, and Milwaukee ranks 3rd in defensive rebounds per game this season, and they got a ton more size for the Bucks compared to the Thunder in this game. Since Chet Holmgren's not playing, they're also missing Jalen Williams, so they are quite thin in the front court. Because I was looking at who they had in the front court for this game. They got Isaiah Hartenstein. He's going to have to hold down the fort and not get into foul trouble like he's done when he was at the Knicks. So they got Isaiah Hartenstein, and also they've got Kenrich Williams as a 6'7" power forward. That's who they have for size in the front court. They've been holding up by having guys like Jalen Williams play the 5 sometimes. Jalen Williams with an L play the 5 sometimes for him, and he's just been locked down for a 6'6" shooting guard that he is listed at, and just the versatile defender that he is. Just, man, it's just been absolutely special to see the OKC defense just thrive this year. Thunder 4.5 there for rain. Best of luck for that today. Yeah, if they start to pull away, they physically wear down their opponents, so that could potentially happen tonight. It's happened twice in a row, beating Dallas and then Houston by double digits. They took it to Houston the last quarter. They really got things going against Houston, and if the Bucks have some big-time offensive woes in this game, then this can get out of control, especially considering how Oklahoma City plays their best basketball in the fourth quarter. From when I've streamed them this season, they heat up in the fourth quarter, and Milwaukee struggles early on. So that's a bad sign for the Bucks, especially they got to get a sense of urgency early on, because when I streamed Milwaukee last Tuesday, they had a lot of issues in that first quarter against the Magic. They were turnover city in that first quarter, and that cannot happen for them tonight if they want to make this one a very close competitive game. Also, I'm not feeling Damian Lillard tonight in this one here. I actually have him under 23.5 for Damian Lillard, thinking that he's going to get locked up against this OKC perimeter defense, the best perimeter defense in the NBA. Really like the over total for OKC tonight at 109.5. They have scored 110 plus points in the previous 6 games for OKC. They even dropped down 110 plus against Houston, which is right behind them in defensive efficiency. They won that game 111-96 on Saturday, so I like them to score above at least 110 tonight. So we're going to tip this one off in just a moment. Bill, what's good? Welcome in. UNC coming back. Wow. Yeah, I saw Florida was beating UNC by quite a margin early on, but things got closer. Started the second half. Michael on the street, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. So we're going to start here in just a moment. Isaiah Joe getting the start tonight for OKC. It is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Isaiah Joe, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, and Isaiah Hartenstein, the starting 5 OKC orange jerseys. Blue numbers, blue letters for this matchup, going left to right. Bucks, black uniforms, white numbers, white letters. Starters for Milwaukee: Damian Lillard, Andre Jackson, Taurean Prince, Giannis, and Brook Lopez. As we are underway, and Oklahoma City controls the opening tip. Here's a 3 wide open at the left wing. No good. Missed off the mark for OKC to begin this game from the perimeter. Giannis swings it across the floor off to Dame. Dame at the top of the key. Dribbles up. Drives. Bounce pass off to Lopez. Lopez jumper. 18-footer straight away. Missed rim short. Rebound collected by Hartenstein for OKC. So second possession now of the game for Oklahoma City. Jumper deep to SGA. Right down the middle, delivers. The Thunder on the board first, 2-0. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander coming in with a huge season for him. Number 2 in the MVP odds right now at the moment behind Jokic. Number 3 scored at NBA, averaging above 30. Dame around the perimeter, dribbles up to the free throw circle. Dame jumper contested by SGA. That is well short by Dame as the Thunder come up with a basketball. SGA up the floor here. First minute of action. Fires it over to the cutter, and it's a two-handed flush by Hartenstein with a dunk. 4-zip for OKC. Just imposing themselves with their physicality in that opening minute as Dame got a very, very tough contested jumper. Giannis bulldozing his way right to the rim. He scores up and off the backboard. He's going to have to do that all game long. It's going to be very, very difficult to sustain that. I don't know if OKC's defense has size and an answer to defend Giannis, but the question will be who will step up in this game. A little bunny drops down for the 12-footer by Hartenstein for 2 more. Back-to-back buckets for Hartenstein. 6-2 right now. Giannis, left baseline dribble. Giannis bobbled it, lost it, deflected into the hands here of number 5, Lou Dort, who came up with a steal. Top of the key, Jalen Williams. Off the screen set by Hartenstein. Williams, pocket pass, Hartenstein. Kick out, corner 3, open, no good. Missed off the mark by Dort. The rebound pulled down by Dame. Lillard up the floor. 2 minutes into action so far. Dame at the right wing perimeter. Bouncing bodies, double team, bounce pass on top. Prince laces up the 3. Taurean Prince drills it. 1 point game right now. First made triple tonight goes to number 12. Gonna have other players step up. That is huge right there. That shot there by Prince. At the elbow, Jalen Williams lobs it up over the top for Hardenstein. Couldn't handle it properly though, as he lost it out of bounds. I like the Thunder in this one today. Hoping it's a really, really close game here. Catherine on the stream, welcome in. Taurean Prince leading the NBA 52% from the perimeter this season for Prince. Bucks with possession. Giannis at the top of the key. Giannis dribbles up, drives, spin move inside the key. Giannis defended by SGA. Kick out left wing. Lopez launches the three off the mark. No good. The rebound collected by Lou Dort for OKC here. Bounce pass off to SGA. Has it at the baseline. Fires it outside to Hardenstein. Hardenstein. Bounce pass off to Joe. Joe off the screen set by Hardenstein. Pocket pass. Hardenstein. Runner. Got another one. Isaiah Hardenstein, 3 baskets for him inside the key to begin this game. It's 8-5 for the Thunder. He's got 6 out of the 8. Giannis attacking downhill. Targets Hardenstein. Hardenstein picks up the first personal foul. Yeah, that's my concern about the Thunder tonight, is that they have to stay away from foul trouble inside the front court. Giannis is going to drive and attack Hardenstein this entire game. So 2 free throws coming up right now for Giannis. 8:45 left to go in the opening quarter. First one's good. Now I'm expecting Giannis to have just a humongous game today. He's going to have to do everything possible. This is a very difficult matchup for Damian Lillard, going up against lockdown backcourt guards that rank number 1 in the NBA in perimeter defense. This could be a tough matchup for him. Second shot missed off the rim short. Alexander comes out with a long rebound. Shea takes it right down the middle for the open two-handed flush. That's a major concern tonight for Milwaukee. Not enough defense right there. Nobody could get back in transition. Lob goes over to Giannis. Pivot move. Gets right past Jalen Williams. Soars up to the cup. Throws it down with authority. 10-8 right now. OKC with a possession. Left baseline dribble underneath. Able to slither his way to the cup. It's good for 2. Up and in off the window by Jalen Williams. Back and forth here. 6 for 8 shooting by OKC. Milwaukee 3 for 6 from the floor. 10-4 points in the paint in favor of OKC. Giannis backs his way. Follow a jumper over Williams. Gets fouled. And 2 free throws coming up here by the Greek Freak once again. A lot of high usage so far as they're pounding the rock inside the low post off to Giannis. 5 points out of the 8 from Giannis so far as Jalen Williams soaring up. Got right into Giannis's shooting wrist and committed the shooting foul. We're just getting started tonight. We got 50 plus watching. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I cover play-by-play of basketball action here on the channel, NBA and college hoops, and a great start we got right now. NBA Cup Championship. $500,000 on the line for the winning team per player. First free throw, no good off the back rim, missed by Giannis. Could be a difference maker in this game when you stack it all up. Milwaukee, 29th in the NBA in free throw shooting percentage. OKC is the top team in the association in free throw shooting percentage, shooting at 8% plus higher than the Bucks. 81% for OKC, 73% for Milwaukee coming into this game. Giannis will have his second free throw here at the line. The second one rattles in. So down to a 3-point game right now. 4 minutes through of action. Thunder with a possession. Driving. Downhill. Too easy. Jalen Williams head full of steam with a right-handed hook. Scores. Up and through. Good for 2. Here's a quick 3 by Dame. No good. Skidded off the rim. He's 0 for 2 from the perimeter. Oklahoma City brings it up the floor. Jalen Williams out to a great start. So is Hardenstein. Top of the key, Hardenstein. Hardenstein. Hand off to his teammate Isaiah Joe. Played for Arkansas. Joe, step back jumper. Deep 2. Connects on it. Slow start right now for Doc Rivers' team, 16-9, and a timeout taken on the floor by Doc Rivers as well. 7:30 left to go in the opening quarter. Oklahoma City playing with physicality, playing with mojo, attacking the paints. And the Bucks got size, but Brook Lopez not offering his size as he could not get out in front of the dribble drive by Jalen Williams. And the Thunder right now are leading out to a great start here for OKC. Wow, really, really good start for OKC on full-time attack mode against this Bucks team. It's stunning. Like, you got big guys down low like Brook Lopez that just cannot stop the burst of the dribble drive penetration. This Oklahoma City team looking real good right now. 8 for 10 shooting from the floor, 80%. They're perfect, 8 for 8 inside the paints. I was quite concerned going into this game for OKC, actually, because they don't have Chet Holmgren for this one. And nevertheless, their paint defense still has been having an excellent season. Nevertheless, even though they have lost some size going into this game, without Jalen Williams with a Y as well tonight. So missing two really, really key pieces for them. They're also, those two guys are the 2 out of the 6 that's not playing tonight for tonight's game here. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, as right now we're on a timeout here currently. Giannis has 6 right now. 3 points by Taurean Prince off a 3, but everybody else with 0. Damian Lillard yet to score. 0 for 2 from the perimeter for him to start things off. OKC, great balance. 4 players scoring so far. 6 points by Hardenstein with 3 runners that he has scored inside the key. 4 points each by Jalen Williams and SGA. Perfect 2 for 2 inside the paint off dribble drive penetration. Isaiah Joe making a 2 at the top of the free throw circle. And feel free to vote in that poll as well if you guys would like to. Right now, it's the Bucks that lead the poll 60-40 at the moment. Ren Jeff, welcome in. Thanks for joining back in, bud. Yep, Ren Jeff and his Bucks here. Dropping by out in the chat. Going to be a fun one tonight. We'll see the adjustments that Doc Rivers makes with his interior defense coming up. Paulie, welcome back in here, man. So Russell Westbrook became the first player 40 years to score 30 points for the triple-double. No fouls, no turnovers. Wow, that's awesome for him yesterday. Yeah, I was looking at the box score. They did a really good job with their balance yesterday. Aaron Gordon had a massive game for Denver, and Denver starting to play much better basketball now. That NBA Cup break's exactly what they needed. Jamal Murray, he's reminding everybody else that he is back. Tough start for Milwaukee. Milwaukee just committed an offensive foul as soon as we got back to action. Andre Jackson Jr. driving down the lane, ramming over a Thunder defender. Bounce pass off to the cutter, backdoor miss layup, though, off the glass by SGA. Jackson flings it outside to Dame. Dame at the left wing perimeter, defended by SGA. Gets past him inside the key, weaves his way around, gets it to go with a right-hand finish. 5-point game right now, approaching 7 minutes left to go to close out the first quarter. SGA at the right wing, working on Dame 101. Backs his way, flings it off to Hardenstein. Another runner connects on it for 2 more. Hardenstein, a perfect 4 for 4, 8 points for him. All with like 12-foot bunnies off runners. What a start there by Hardenstein. Feeling the gaps of the defense. Lopez down low. Double clutch, missed the shot. Tipped over to OKC here with a defensive rebound. Isaiah Joe at the left wing perimeter. Puts the ball into the hands to Hardenstein. Out to an insane start. Bounce pass off to the backdoor cutter. SGA off the fingertips of Hardenstein. Tried to pass it right next to him, but it sailed out of bounds though. Utilizing Hardenstein. Like everything he's got right in front of the free throw circle. 12 feet out, 13 feet out. That one was right in front, around like a 13.5-foot runner for Hartenstein. He's doing everything around that like 10 to 14-foot zone for him right now. Dame draws a double team, gets it away off to Giannis. Giannis at the top, dribbles, drives, floats up a wild pass there to Lopez. Able to corral it, though, out to the top here to Dame. Dame, top of the key. Dribbles up, drives, downhill to the rim, kick out, corner, Lopez, rainbow three, drills it. That's a good stroke right there from the corner. Brook Lopez puts the Bucks winning 4. Major shots. Jalen Williams, guarded by Lopez, bounce pass, kicked out of bounds off Prince. Hey, what's good to Mario? Welcome in. Thanks for joining back in, bud. Yeah, no problem, man. Hopefully PC is able to start to pick up a dub there. That would be a really good one. St. John's, from the last time I saw, they were crushing DePaul. That game should have gone final right now. That tipped off at 6:30. Once I get into the college basketball scores during like the next time out or so, I'll see how that game went down. But yeah, I saw that St. John's was destroying DePaul at one point today. Inbound goes to SGA. SGA around the perimeter as he's working on Jackson 101. Up fake, slides it out to the top of the key. Jalen Williams soars right past Prince, floats up the shot, missed off the mark, and Brook Lopez controls another defensive board. Giannis brings it up the floor. Here goes Giannis. Attacks mid-block. Fires it out. Right corner. A wide open three. Missed off the back rim. No good by Prince. Long rebound. Controlled. Out of the break here by Lou Dort. Dort at the left corner will slow it down for the Thunder. Dort, crossover. Dribbles up inside the key. Fall away. Mid-range. Connects on it. Good for 2 by Lou Dort. 6-point advantage right now for the Thunder. Milwaukee with possession. Giannis backs his way down. Jalen Williams at the elbow. Moves it out on top. Lopez. Off to Lillard at the right wing. Dame defended around the perimeter. Working one-on-one. Defended by Cason Wallace. Dame. Tough shot. No good. Missed off the top right part of the glass. And gets deflected out of bounds here. It's the last touched off of OKC. But Damian Lillard just locked up to begin this game right now. No answers, as he is getting locked up by this backcourt dog defense of OKC to begin today. 2 points on 1 for 3 shooting in 7 minutes for Dame. Wow. Yeah, I saw that UNC came all the way back. Thanks for the update there, Mario. So they were down by double digits. They have come all the way back, and they're leading right now, 81-79. Damian Lillard, he did get fouled, though. He'll shoot 2 here at the free throw line. First one's good. Yeah, wow, 2:44 left to go in the second half. North Carolina came all the way back and is leading number 9 ranked Florida right now. Florida is undefeated still. Them and Tennessee still unbeaten out of the SEC. Ice Ice Baby, welcome back in. Free throw number 2 by Dame, right down the middle. 4-point game right now. 4 points by Damian Lillard. Lou Dort picked up the foul. That's his second personal foul of the night for Lou Dort. SGA dribbles past the midcourt logo. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, jumper, free throw circle, no good. Around the rim and out. Tipped up to Giannis for the defensive rebound. The Greek Freak with 6. He's got 2 boards so far here. Giannis, skip pass out to the left wing. First time on the floor for Bobby Portis. He drills the 3. It's a 1-point game. Bobby Portis making a huge impact this season off the bench. OKC with a possession. Milwaukee 3 for 6 from the perimeter. Thunder yet to make a 3 at 0 for 2 from the outside. Wallace at the elbow finds Kenrich Williams. Jacks up the 3. Missed off the back rim, no good. And the Bucks with some momentum right now going up against the second unit of OKC. Dame at the top. Slides it off to Andre Jackson. Hand off Lillard. Lillard around the perimeter towards his right. Top of the key, working on the SGA. Lillard, lob goes to Portis. Portis at the baseline, guarded by Kenrich Williams. Portis, 1-on-1, backs his way on Williams. Portis, tough jumper at the baseline, off the mark, no good. A rebound, controlled by Lou Dort here for the Thunder. 3:45 left to go in the first. Caruso drives, kicks. Into the hands to Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. SGA, step back 3 over Dame, no good. Skidded off the rim, tipped up to Portis for the defensive rebound. A lot of bricks here lately. Oklahoma City still yet to make a 3-0 for 4 from the perimeter. There's the first 3 in the night by Damian Lillard. Right down the chute, he buries it. It's a 2-point lead for Milwaukee. The timeout taken on the floor by Oklahoma City. 22-20 with 3:25 left to go in the opening quarter, and the Bucks on a huge run right now to take their first lead in the night. Good start in this game right here. Damian Lillard all of a sudden getting red hot. 7 points by Dame. Heating up right now, making shots. 6 by Giannis. 3 each by Brook Lopez, Taurean Prince, and Bobby Portis. And Oklahoma City, led by Isaiah Hardenstein, getting into the mid-range with multiple floaters that's gone down with 8 points perfect. 4 for 4 from the floor. 4 by Jalen Williams. 4 by SGA. 2 each by Isaiah Joe and Lou Dort. Really good start so far here. Emmy, thanks for joining in from the Philippines. Appreciate you here for being a part of this channel. Yeah, great supporters out in the Philippines. You guys out in the Philippines are the real MVPs out here. Really appreciate the support. All the reach that comes on the channel here. Let us know where you guys are from watching this stream out here. We got a lot of different international countries. The Philippines, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, Bahamas, Brazil. A lot of different Caribbean countries and South America out there as well. You guys are awesome. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Oklahoma City's going to start to make some of these threes right now. Still yet to bury one. 0 for 4 from the perimeter. Bucks are 4 for 7 right now, going up against the top perimeter shooting defense in OKC this season. Let's see here. College basketball scores we got. Number 1 Tennessee obliterated Western Carolina 84-36. Wow. Number 22 Dayton Flyers barely sneaked by UNLV tonight 66-65. St. John's destroyed DePaul 89-61. Wake Forest with a big second half surge. Won against James Madison 75-58. I saw Wake Forest was only like a 7.5 point favorite in that game. That's huge there for the ACC. They're a bubble team going into last year for them. They've always been like one of the last teams out of the bracket or so, or the first team out of the bracket, one of the top seeded teams in the NIT for Wake Forest. So they've really got to stack up some wins, and really good win for them today. Auburn's only up against Georgia State by 12 going into halftime. I saw Auburn was like a 37-point favorite or something coming into that game. It's 43-31 at the half. Auburn leads Georgia State. Duke leads George Mason 66-47. Florida, UNC, final minute tied up at 84. What a game over there. Ole Miss leads Southern 73-55. Clemson and South Carolina in a rivalry game at 72-69. South Carolina, that would be a huge one for the SEC if South Carolina outlasts Clemson tonight. 2:45 left to go in the second half of that game. Mike, welcome in. Thanks for joining in from Sacramento. We get back to action here at 3:20. Left to go in the opening quarter. Alex Caruso brings up the floor. He's on the court with SGA, Kenrich Williams, Cason Wallace, and Aaron Wiggins. Gilgeous Alexander at the elbow, up fake, leans into contact, gets fouled on the shot attempt defended by AJ Green. So SGA will shoot 2 coming up here at the free throw line. First shot is good. Yeah, basketball has really blown up like the last couple of years over in the Philippines. Tons of people keep on pouring in. I remember the Walt Disney World bubble. There were a bunch of people that poured in from the Philippines as Lakers fans. Second shot was missed at the line by SGA. The first one he made, but able to track it down off the rebound was Caruso. Step back 3 in the air by Gilgeous Alexander. Missed off the back rim, no good, and Giannis collects the defensive rebound. Giannis on the floor with Andre Jackson, AJ Green, Pat Connaughton, Bobby Portis. Connaughton, skip pass, left corner, Portis. Portis missed off the mark. Gilgeous-Alexander with a defensive rebound. SGA defended by Jackson 101. Dribbles behind the back off the crossover, floats up the runner, no good. Rattled out, and Jackson collects the defensive rebound. That would have been one heck of a shot if he had made that one for SGA off the behind the back crossover dribble. Caruso, back-to-back steals, deflects the pass inside the key. Caruso brings up the floor. Drives on Portis, bounce pass to the top. Williams dribbles up to the elbow. That's Kenrich Williams. Shovels off to Caruso. Bounce pass left wing perimeter, SGA. SGA backs his way on AJ Green, brings along a double team. SGA jumper, turnaround, baseline, gets it for two. Oh, what a tough shot right there to take the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander right on the spot delivers. 23-22. Hand in the face off the pivot. Brought along the double team with Giannis and able to knock it down off the pivot over AJ Green. Portis down low. Had it stripped out of bounds off of the Thunder last. Really good to see that. This has been just a fierce battle so far. Right now, just physical, epic battle between these two teams. AJ Green, far side corner with possession. Green around the perimeter, working on Hardenstein. Jumper's good at the right corner over Hardenstein. Degree of difficulty there. That was a tough one as he stuck it at the far side corner. SGA wide open, spots up for the three, takes it, and he makes it from downtown. 1 point lead now for the Thunder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander starting to pick up the pace right now, already up to 10 total points. Couple buckets there recently for SGA. Giannis inside, Giannis kick out, corner, wide open three. Gary Trent Jr. drills it. Everybody making shots right now, a 1 point lead for Milwaukee. They called a deep two, his foot was on the 3 point line. SGA working on GTJ, bounce pass to the top here. Caruso, crossover, working on Giannis one-on-one. Hand off Hardenstein, top of the key. Hardenstein towards his right, hands it off around the perimeter, off to Wallace. Pocket pass over to Hardenstein, floats up a tough shot, no good. He did get fouled though. Late whistle by the referees, and Isaiah Hardenstein will shoot 2 shots coming up here at the free throw line. 43 seconds left to go. So 2 shots coming up here. Hardenstein at the line. First one's good. Jason, what's good? Welcome in here, man. Second shot by Hardenstein right down the middle. Final 40 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Great game between these two teams so far. Giannis crosses the midcourt logo. Giannis working on Hardenstein one-on-one at the left wing perimeter. Giannis, spin move. Low block now, double team. Shovels out to the left wing. Bobby Portis at the left corner. Outside finds Connaughton. 5 in the shot clock. Over to Giannis. Giannis rises for the jumper. Deep 2. Not his shot. No good. Huge rebound. Soaring up, controlling it for the Thunder here. Final possession to close out the end of the first, most likely for OKC right now. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander working on Gary Trent Jr. around the perimeter. SGA. Crossover. Up fake. Slides it out to his left. Caruso. Final seconds winding down. Caruso took the 3. Buried it. They gonna count it. Yes, they will at the buzzer. Alex Caruso right as the buzzer sounded. It is away and good as he launched it right before the buzzer. Let's see here. 0.3, 0.2, 0.1. That is very close. Very, very close by Caruso. Ooh. That may have been launched with double zeros on the clock. That's going to be interesting. Right now, ESPN docked him the 3, so we're going to put it as 28-27 for right now. This is under review. The ESPN scoreboard had changed briefly, 31-27. We'll see if this does count once we get back to action on that buzzer beater. That was so close. It looked like that the ball left his fingertips when it was at 0.0 seconds left to go on the game clock to close out the first quarter. That could be huge right there with that 3 if it was made or missed that could be a deciding shot in today's game. We shall see once we get back to action when it has been confirmed on the scoreboard. 1 quarter through so far, 28-27. Wow, what a battle to begin here. If you guys are doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel, I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA, college hoops. Yeah, it's just insane. The SEC this year is just incredible. The SEC is looking at like 12 bids potentially in the March Madness tournament. If you guys are doing a stream, top scorer so far in this game, Isaiah Hartenstein, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, each with 10 points. SGA poured in bunches of points in the late stretch there, that first quarter. 4 for 9 shooting for him so far. Hartenstein, plus 10 on the floor for him. Perfect 4 for 4 in 7 minutes. Getting whatever he wants for runners inside the key for him. And then Damian Lillard heated up at one point in the first quarter. 7 points by Dame, 6 points by Giannis with 3 rebounds, 3 assists. I don't know if my audio levels are a little off or so. I don't know. I might disconnect the bottom, then connect potentially back in or so and see if it's changed. So I'm going to just mute it and then disconnect the bottom, put it back in, and see if things changed here with the mic. Alright. Yeah, looks like it's cranked up a little bit more right now, so that's good. So I just had to, like, unplug or so. Because it says that I'm on the microphone source, which is Blue Yeti X, is what I use for the microphone source. Seems stronger in my headphones tonight than usual. That's why it's usually a little bit less in my headphones compared to, like, previous times around. Let's see if they counted it or not. Alex Caruso at the buzzer. This ball still on the top of his fingertips, so that will not count. So they took away the 3. And it's 28-27. Yep, I got Santa back in the background over there. What a start so far in this game. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, or ring that notification bell as well to be notified here for future live streams. NBA Cup championship game, and right now it's living up to its hype. Isaiah Hartenstein, multiple teams that he has played for: Rockets, Nuggets, Cavs, Clippers, the Knicks from 2022 to 24. Now he finds himself with the Oklahoma City Thunder and providing 8 points with a perfect 4 for 4 shooting from the floor in the opening quarter of action. We get back to the second quarter right now. Right to left on the floor to begin the second. It is Gary Trent Jr. for the Bucks. Puts the ball into the hands of Dame. GTJ, Dame, Brook Lopez, Bobby Portis, and AJ Green. That's the 5 on the floor. Corner 3. Damian Lillard knocks it down. That's a tough shot right there off the step back in the left corner. 2-point advantage for Milwaukee. Such a high degree of difficulty right there for Dame, and able to make it from the perimeter. Off the dribble handoff. Jalen Williams deep two. Rounded out, no good. Dame collects the defensive rebound. Lillard really turned it up the Jets right now. He's got himself 10 points leading the way. Dame at the top of the key. He goes up, gets fouled, working on one defender at the top. That was Kaysen Wallace who picked up the shooting foul. If this is on the shot, this is going to be 3 free throws coming up at the line by Dame. If that was on the shots, just waiting to see where we're going to put this ball, and they will put him at the free throw line. So this will be 3 free throws here by Damian Lillard right now. First shot no good, missed off the rim short. Yeah, wow, what a win for Florida. Florida stays unbeaten, 90-84. Florida wins against UNC. Clemson and South Carolina going into overtime, tied up at 80. Free throw number 2 is good by Dame. Third free throw right down the middle. 4-point lead right now for the Bucks. Thunder with a possession, crossing midcourt. Jalen Williams, push pass out to the right wing off to Isaiah Joe. Joe, right baseline dribble. Joe circles his way around. Kick out. Left corner 3, came off the rim. Short, no good. Offensive rebound. Putbacks there, though, for 2 by Hartenstein. 2-point game. Bucks with possession. Lopez at the top. Puts the ball into the hands of Dame. Hot hand. He's got 12. Dame. Drive. Kick out to the wing. Open 3. A.J. Green. Right down the chute. Delivers. Bang, bang from the perimeter by A.J. Green. They're making their threes tonight. Bucks doing it from 3. Thunder doing it from 2. Points in the paint. 18-6 in favor of OKC. A 3-point shot makes 7 for 11 from the perimeter by Milwaukee. Just 1 for 7 from downtown for OKC. Hartenstein up fake. Low block. Oh, nice shovel pass down low. Leads to the layup. Good up and through by Jay Mitchell, number 25, who scores the bucket. 3-point game right now. Dame at the top of the key. Brings along a double team. His pass gets intercepted. Jalen Williams out of the pack here with a steal. Burst of speed. Up the floor. He scores. Up and in off the backboard. It's a 1-point game. Coast to coast right there by Jalen Williams, looking like Tyreek Hill, dribbling a basketball up the floor on cheetah mode. Put it into turbo. Under 10 minutes left to go before halftime. Portis backs his way out to the low block. Bounce pass left wing. Green touch pass to the top. Lopez. Dame outside to the right wing. Trent Jr. runner. No good. Missed off the rim short. And a Jay Mitchell picked up the defensive rebound. Portis from behind picks up the reach and foul. What a game right now here. Yeah, I basically been ready for Christmas. We got the tree up on Sunday night. We get the tree up finally. Thunder down by 1 right now. 35-34. Jalen Williams running the point. Jalen attacks. Downhill speed to the rim and no good. Missed the layup. Brook Lopez controls the defensive rebound. Damian Lillard crosses the midcourt logo. Sends it out to Trent Jr. Out to the corner. Left corner 3. Missed off the mark. No good by A.J. Green. And here goes the Thunder now with a possession. Going inside. Jay Mitchell absorbs the contact and he'll shoot 2. Coming up here at the free throw line. So 2 shots here coming up for OKC. Jay Mitchell adding depth to the roster on a 2-way contract. A rookie out of UC Santa Barbara. Drills the first free throw. Tie game. High pressure moments right now. And a playoff field like NBA Cup championship game. Comes into the game in the rotation and knocks down the shot. Thunder have gone now with 10 guys in the rotation currently. Bucks tonight going with 9 guys in their rotation. Second free throw is good. Just like that, OKC takes the lead, 36-35. Bucks with possession. Portis brings it up the floor at the right wing. Looking to move it off to somebody. Finally finds Green off the Portis. Runner missed off the glass too strong as Mitchell controls the defensive rebound. Jay Mitchell with it. Drives downhill on Brook Lopez, and Mitchell lost it out of bounds. Went off of him last at the baseline. It's a turnover charge to OKC. Really good battle right now. You get guys like that on two-way contracts that's playing meaningful minutes in this game. That means a ton for the Thunder's depth for the future. Milwaukee with possession, trailing by 1 here. Lopez on the floor with A.J. Green, Bobby Portis, Gary Trent Jr., Damian Lillard. Jumper at the free throw circle, no good off the turnaround. Missed by Lopez as it rattled out. The Thunder pick up the rebound with Jalen Williams. Williams drives, bouncing bodies over Green. Couldn't get it a drop, but was. As we get a loose ball foul here, picked up on the floor as Jay Mitchell went down hard, hit the deck. Yeah, things get much, much better. Just keep taking it day by day, man. And things in the future get much, much better. Thunder will get the inbound here. Far side of the floor. Jay Mitchell, the inbound passer. Puts the ball into the hands to Jalen Williams. Williams dribbles up inside the key. Finds Mitchell out on the perimeter. Wide open three as he takes it. No good off the mark. Tipped over to Jalen Williams for the offensive rebound. An open shot. Couldn't buy a three right there as they just cannot make their shots from the perimeter. Portis picked up his second rebound of the game. Dame at the top. Offensive foul picked up. Charge to Portis. Off an illegal screen. It will go back to the Thunder. Yeah, no need for Bobby Portis to do that right there. Just pushing off on his man. As he was rolling down to the hoop. Mitchell slides it out on top off to Kenrich Williams. Hand off Jalen Williams, and the outside finds a Jay Mitchell. Top of the key off to Cason Wallace. Wallace up fake, floats up the runner around the rim. Twice it goes in, drops down for 2. It's a 3-point lead for the Thunder. 38-35, building depth right now when SGA is currently on the bench. You got guys like Cason Wallace, youngsters on the team, making an impact in this game here. Out to the left corner. Gary Trent Jr. looking for the tie. Missed off the mark, no good. Portis, offensive rebound, putback chance, no good. Tapping on the second time's good by Bobby Portis. It's a 1-point game. Resilient possession right there. I really liked Bobby Portis' over 7.5 rebounds tonight, and that really helps out the cause there when you get 2 rebounds in the same possession. Missed shots from point-blank range by Cason Wallace. He was fouled, though, as he will shoot 2 shots coming up here at the free throw line for Cason Wallace. And it was A.J. Green who picked up the shooting foul. Bobby Portis averaging 12.7 points per game off the bench so far this season. One of the key contributors in the 6-man. But yeah, I think it's going to be Peyton Pritchard this year. It's looking like him by a landslide. Like, coming into 2 weeks ago, he was putting up an average of over 16 points per game. He's dropping down 20. In the last 8 games, he has scored 20-plus points, and almost all those games are very close to 20. Besides that one game that he had 0 against the Bucks. Giannis checks in. Portis heads back to the bench. First free throw is missed. Second one is good. At the free throw line by Cason Wallace. 2-point lead now for OKC. 39-37. 7:15 left to go before halftime. Bucks with a possession. Giannis on the floor with Brook Lopez, Gary Trent Jr., Damian Lillard, and A.J. Green. Dame, been the player of the game. Pull up 3 from the parking lot. That's an air ball out of bounds. Trying to do the Steph Curry type shot there. 34-footer by Damian Lillard, but he missed it by a mile. 12 points tonight in 13 minutes by Dame. 3 for 6 shooting, 2 for 4 from the perimeter right now. Thunder by 2 with possession. Approaching 7 minutes left to go before halftime. Jay Mitchell. Back into his hands. Slides it off to the left wing. Dribbles off to the elbow. Cason Wallace. Back to the perimeter. Wide open 3 off the back rim. No good. Missed by Lou Dort. Tipped over to Giannis for the defensive board. Giannis with 4 rebounds right now at the top. Giannis shovels outside. Lopez, rainbow 3. No good around the rim and out. If you're the Bucks, just take it to the rim right now. Too many settling threes recently here. Jalen Williams, mid-range. Got it to go. Good for 2. Great spot right there off the dribble. Drive penetration. Pull up from 8 feet out for Jalen Williams with 8 points. Giannis swings it outside. A.J. Green goes up. Deflected up in the air. Cason Wallace picks off the steal up the floor. He finds Jalen Williams. Euro step to the cup. Goes up, gets fouled. 2 more free throws coming up here at the line for Oklahoma City. They're on attack mode here, playing downhill, attacking the rim. This is just an excellent style for the Thunder. Like pulling this right out of the bag of the Memphis Grizzlies specialty with Ja Morant. They're doing it right back right now for OKC, playing this entire game downhill. And we see a big difference between these two teams, points in the paint and perimeter shooting so far tonight as we head to the timeout. 6:15 left to go before halftime. It's the Thunder up by 4. Yeah, the Bucks right now are settling for way too many threes. Points in the paint, 26-8 in favor of the Thunder tonight. 3-point makes, the Bucks are 7 for 16 at 44%. That's what's saving them because OKC is just 1 for 10 from the perimeter. Once OKC starts to make down their shots, then this game could get very, very just out of control fast. The Bucks just need to attack the rim. That's why you got Giannis. You got a clear-cut size advantage tonight. They don't have Chet Holmgren. They don't have Jalen Williams with a Y in the front court as well. And they're settling for too many shots. Yeah, so when I streamed the Celtics against Bucks from like 2 weeks ago, the issue for the Bucks late in that game that they couldn't close out was poor shot selection. They really struggled in crunch time in that game, and there was a possession that Giannis decided to jack up a 3 with like a minute and a half left to go, and he bricked the 3, going for a low percentage shot when he should have just taken it to the rim. And we're seeing right now guys like Brook Lopez, they love the 3 ball when they're 7-footers, instead of attacking inside the paint, posting up down low, and making shots. And Brook Lopez, just 3 points tonight on 1 for 7 shooting from the floor. It's just bad shot selection so far by him to begin this game. And there's also an issue as well when Giannis has only attempted 3 shots so far tonight. 6 points, 2 for 3 shooting by Giannis, forcing him to become a playmaker with 3 total assists for him so far. They're just stacking the box inside the paint and not allowing any of that to happen with dribble drive penetration. It's just forcing them to play out on the perimeter, which you got guys like Dame and AJ Green has been able to drill threes, but not other guys tonight in this game. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. We get a lot of people pouring in, 60 plus watching right now. Really appreciate you guys for being a part on the stream once again. College basketball scores here. South Carolina looking to pull off the upset tonight against Clemson, 89-82. South Carolina leads with a minute 40 left to go in overtime. Auburn crushing Georgia State 63-42. The SEC just reigning supreme. Villanova leading Seton Hall 67-53. Tough season for Seton Hall. LSU leading Stetson. No, that's not a typo. The score is 23-2. LSU up against Stetson right now. Man, the SEC is just incredibly stacked. Looking like 10 to 12 bids in March Madness this year. Oklahoma was projected to finish in, I think they were like 15th in the conference preseason poll, and they're a top 15 team for them currently. It's just incredible the depth that's being displayed out in the SEC. 2 shots here at the free throw line for Oklahoma City coming back to action. First one no good, missed off the rim short by Jalen Williams. He's been attacking big time recently for Jalen Williams. Second free throw is good. He has got 9 points currently. 5-point advantage for the Thunder. Thunder 9-1 in their previous 10 games. Bucks on a roll as well after a 2-8 start for them. They are 12-3 in their last 15 games as Giannis puts up the shot and scores inside the paint for 2. That's all you have to do right there. Just get to the Greek Freak and be able to score inside the low post. Did exactly that. Troy, what's good? Welcome in, man. Thanks for joining in. Hardenstein at the top of the key. He's on the floor with SGA, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, and number 25, a Jay Mitchell. Mitchell drives, attacks the paint, no good. Missed off the mark, tipped out of bounds. It went off the Thunder last as well. Yeah, forcing the Bucks to get tough buckets. Giannis just lowers his shoulder right into Jalen Williams and what a size advantage right there. 6'11 over 6'6. And Jalen Williams, though, playing the 5 sometimes for him, and he is holding down the 4 even though listed as a shooting guard. Giannis working on Caruso, right-handed baby hook inside the key, gets it to go, good for 2. It's a 1-point game. 42-41, the Greek Freak able to explode back-to-back buckets. Caruso, drive, kick, quarter, 3, no good. Bricked off the back rim, missed by Lou Dort from the far side corner. Bucks with possession. OKC just 1 for 11 from the perimeter. Giannis, crossover, top of the free throw circle, low percentage shot, took the 2, came off the rim, short, no good. That ball bounces all the way to the backcourt, deflected by OKC. The Bucks will pick it up. Damian Lillard crosses the midcourt logo now with a second chance opportunity. 8 on the shot clock. Dame at the top, dribbles towards his right, flings it off to Jackson across the floor. Giannis, kick out, quarter, Prince from 3, no good. Halfway down, rolled around the rim and out. As OKC controlled the defensive rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander, bounce pass left corner. Williams into the hands to SGA here. SGA weaving his way inside the paint. No good. Hardenstein tried to throw the putback dunk. Missed that as well. And we do have a foul here picked up. Charged to Milwaukee on a tap-in. What a battle. SGA no good. Hardenstein, ooh. Was that offensive basket interference? That's the question there. Yeah, it doesn't look like Andre Jackson's going to pick up the shooting foul. Oh, he will. Wow. So the referees rolled it. Shooting foul charged to Andre Jackson as Hardenstein was fouled on the tip-in. That's what's according to the referees there. That ball was hanging up on the rim. That could have gone offensive basket interference either way. Wow, very close. Yeah, according to the refs, that ball is hanging back off the rim enough where Hardenstein was able to go up, tip it, and was fouled. So Hardenstein in the bonus shooting, too. The first one was good. Hey, there we go, out in Worcester today for Jeffrey. Hardenstein right now having an incredible game. 13 points, second free throw right down the middle. He's got 14 points on the perfect 5 for 5 shooting. 4 for 4 right now at the free throw line in this opening half. Whoever thought that Isaiah Hardenstein would make a big impact tonight? Giannis at the top of the key, defending Caruso 1-on-1. Dribbles up to the elbow, flings it up over the top. Brook Lopez throws it down with a 2-handed flush. That's exactly what they needed to do. Go to the paint, though. Wow, the referees aren't going to count that alley-oop lob. The referees will not count this alley-oop lob according to the officials. OKC committed a reach and follow before the lob went up into the air. So an inbound instead. This time they go for a lob. Cutting off to Giannis. He throws it down up on the rooftop for the Greek Freak. That time it works out in a favor for Milwaukee. 43-44. Taurean Prince able to throw down the lob, cutting baseline to the hole. Caruso, top of the key, slides it over to Hardenstein, dribbles towards his right, bounce pass, SGA, fall away, tough shot, no good. Giannis controls the defensive rebound. The Greek Freak right now taking over this game. Here goes Giannis, burst of speed downhill to the cup, and Hardenstein picks up the foul. Holy smokes, there's not really much you can do there. Isaiah Hardenstein picks up personal foul number 2. Nothing you could do right there. That could have been a charge. Very close to going in the direction of OKC's possession. According to the officials, though, Hardenstein did not set his feet, so instead it's a foul committed charge to Hardenstein. Inbound here for Milwaukee, down by 1. This game's getting physical. Jackson laces up a 3, no good off the mark. Hardenstein controls the defensive rebound. Up the floor for OKC in a 1-point lead right now. Isaiah Joe steps into an open 3, missed off the rim, and Andre Jackson with a defensive rebound. Jackson up the floor finds Prince into the hands to Giannis. Giannis at the top of the key, towards his right, working on Hardenstein around the perimeter. Giannis dribbles up, jumper, low percentage shot by Giannis, no good, it rattled out, and a rebound controlled by Caruso. Gonna take it to the rim there if you're the Greek Freak. Caruso off to Hardenstein, and Giannis gets caught in the foul. Again, very close to being a charge. We're seeing a lot of head full of steam dribble drives. Giannis unable to set his feet as Caruso slammed right into Giannis at the edge of the perimeter in a dribble drive penetration. Giannis couldn't set his feet in time. It's called a foul committed charge to Giannis. And Caruso will shoot 2 shots here at the free throw line in the bonus. What a game. Christian, what's good? Welcome in, man. I heard about that. Florida out to an incredible start this year. Yeah, UNC has been just lackluster for them. Really disappointing. Caruso coming off a 10 points per game season at Chicago, career high, a year ago. Made the first free throw. Second free throw is good, right down the middle. 46-43. Approaching the 3-minute mark left to go. Pat Connaughton on the floor alongside Taurean Prince. Brook Lopez has it top of the free throw circle. Giannis and Andre Jackson. Lopez finds Giannis behind the defense, scores the bucket. Greek Freak on a heater here in the second quarter. Down to 3 minutes left to go before halftime. Joe at the top of the key. Isaiah Joe working on Connaughton. Step back 3 in the air. Off the mark, no good. They're stoned cold from the perimeter. Yet they got a 1-point lead right now for OKC. Bucks with possession. Connaughton at the right wing. Dribbles up. Right block. Shovels off to Jackson. Nice pivot down low. He scores. Up and then off the backboard. Good for the layup by Andre Jackson. 1-point lead for Milwaukee. What a game here. Back and forth we go. 26-16 points in the paint in favor of OKC. A 3 missed off the back rim by SGA. The rebound control by Giannis. The Greek Freak up to 6 total rebounds. 14 points leading the way for the Bucks. Connaughton sends it off to Giannis. Edge of the midcourt logo. Giannis dribbles up. Drives inside the paint. Giannis on the hardwood. No call with the refs there. Looked like he slipped. May have gone and tripped up by Case and Wallace, but the referees completely missed it. And oh, things getting chippy between both of these teams here right now. Have to get separated at the free throw circle. Oh, we gotta see a replay of that. Andre Jackson Jr. in the middle of that. Same as Isaiah Hardenstein, as we had a big scrum between both of these teams. Players had to get separated by the referees. We're going to take a break from the action. 47-46 Milwaukee as we head to a timeout. Holy smokes. Dudes have to get separated right now by the officials. What a battle. Yeah, on the last initial replay, it looked like Giannis completely got tripped up by Case and Wallace. The referees completely missed it. It was a no call as Giannis slipped in the free throw circle. And then after that, the Thunder tried to tie him up, and the Bucks took a timeout. So the Bucks were forced to take a timeout since Giannis was down on the floor with a basketball around the free throw circle. And that there was no call by the refs there. Man, what a physical game so far. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. What a battle we got here currently. $14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists by Giannis, 12 points by Damian Lillard. So those two is having a big game right now. 6 points by A.J. Green, 5 by Bobby Portis with 5 rebounds off the bench. Oklahoma City, led by Isaiah Hardenstein, 14 points, 10 points by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 9 points by Jalen Williams. If Alabama and Florida played each other, who would I pick to win? I'd go Alabama right there just based on their previous NCAA tournament experience depth that they've gone into. So I'd go with a Roll Tide right there. Yeah, Florida's been super impressive this season, though. I could see that coming. Last year, they really heated up. Second part of last year. Actually, Florida destroyed Alabama last year in the SEC tournaments. I remember that. They hung up like 100 and something points on Alabama last year. They made a run all the way to the SEC championship. Took on Auburn. That was a lost game for Florida last year. They had some pretty bad injuries in that SEC tournament championship game. Yeah, I actually haven't gone into slow-mo in a long, long time. All right, haven't done this in a while. Let's get that slow mode hype out in the chat here. So this one's for Jason, 5-second slow mode. First time we've done slow mode in a while. Yeah, chat's actually going by much faster than it usually is or so. I'll have to remember once we get into the playoffs to make that like as a default to get the slow mode as much as possible once we get into the playoffs, like right at the start of the stream, because we'll have like a ton of people in it. Yeah, pick right now. I'd probably go with Alabama right now for them. Like, they're loaded offensively for them, and they bring back a ton of experience from last year's team that went to the Final Four. It's going to be somebody from the SEC, I bet you, unless it's UConn once again. Yep. 47-46. What's not helping out UConn this year is that the Big East looks like it took a step down. Teams like Seton Hall, Butler, Providence having a rougher season than last year. Nice find. Giannis with an assist. Backdoor cutter by Brook Lopez underneath the hoop as Milwaukee stretches out the lead to 3. Minute 40 left to go before halftime. Giannis up to 14 points, 5 rebounds, and now 4 assists. Top of the key, Jalen Williams, and we have a reach and foul picked up, charge to Torian Prince around the perimeter. This will be free throws here at the line for Lou Dort for OKC. Yeah, girlfriend and Turtle doing pretty well. I think my girlfriend's supposed to be visiting me this weekend, so if she's around Saturday night, maybe she'll join my Celtic stream or so. 2 shots here coming up by Dort. First one's good. Yeah, the thing to monitor is Auburn and how they play on the road for them. Sometimes they look unstoppable, and then they lost that game on the road at Duke for them. But when they play home games, they just destroy teams at home. Tennessee is looking incredible. 86-34 victory tonight for Tennessee over Western Carolina. The free throw is good for the second one at the line for Lou Dort. 1-point game right now. Minute and a half left to go before halftime. Damian Lillard back in the floor, brings it past midcourt. Dame slides it off to Lopez at the left wing. Lopez working on a Hardenstein 1-on-1. Bounce pass to Giannis. He's defended by Caruso in the size advantage. Giannis, free throw circle, bounce pass, low block. Lopez, baby hook, gutted to go for 2. Finding some success inside the low post now with Brook Lopez after a slow start around the perimeter. Finally finding the go-to, and this pass, almost an interception by Dame. Caruso able to keep it out in the court of play, though. On the outside, Williams steps up, deep 2, hits it through by Jalen Williams. Great battle between these two teams right now, back and forth, back and forth. 51-50, final minute left to go before halftime. Bucks with possession. Underneath the hoop, Giannis deflected back into the hands to Giannis, and OKC signaling travel. The refs aren't going to give Giannis the travel here, though. It's on Lou Dort, reach and foul. So Lou Dort picks up the reach and foul. Yeah, that's a tough call going against OKC. Tough call there because Jackson, yeah, he was held up inside the key. That was a good call, actually, seeing it on the last replay, because that was in between a lot of players in through traffic. That had to be a tough call to make. Giannis, skip pass, right corner. Jackson, catching fire, 3-4. The shot clock came off the rim short. The defensive rebound controlled by SGA for the Thunder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander slows it down. 30 seconds left to go. 15 on the shot clock. SGA drives, attacks, kick, quarter, wide open 3. Caruso, no good. Offensive rebound controlled by Hardenstein, though, to keep it alive. 18 seconds left to go. Jalen Williams going to slow it down. Shot clock turned off. Williams dribbles up. Dish outside. SGA. Step back 3 in the air over Dame. Off the mark. No good. Huge rebound. Soared up. Control by Giannis. Final seconds left to go before halftime. Giannis on top finds Jackson. Runner at the buzzer. And an offensive foul committed. Charge to the Bucks. Will erase that possession and put 2.5 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Oklahoma City will have the final possession here to close out going to halftime. So Milwaukee on the turnover, and OKC will have the final possession right here. In the backcourt, Caruso the inbound passer. Inbound crosses midcourt, Hardenstein. You gotta go at the buzzer at the left wing. It came off short. At the buzzer there for OKC, missed off the rim short by Jalen Williams. And we go into halftime. It's a 1-point lead for the Bucks. 51-50 going into halftime with a great game between these two teams for the NBA Cup tonight. What a battle. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander leaving it all on the line. And indeed, that first half for sure did not disappoint. Both of these teams in it. Physical battle so far. Wow, what a start we've got here. 51-50 Milwaukee. Giannis with a major offensive board right before halftime. 14 points for Giannis. 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Looking like a triple-double night for him. That's on 6 for 9 shooting. Expect him to get a lot more touches in half number 2. 12 points by Damian Lillard. Everybody else in single digits for Milwaukee. 7 by Brook Lopez. Couple big buckets late for him. He's got a block and 5 rebounds. 6 points by A.J. Green, drilling 2 threes off the bench. That's the difference maker in this game. Milwaukee, 7 for 18 from the perimeter. 39% from 3. OKC cannot buy a 3 tonight. Just 1 for 17 from 3-point range for the Thunder. 14 points by Isaiah Hardenstein, setting the tone early on. A couple mid-range runners to drop down in the key to begin this game. 11 points by Jalen Williams. SGA, slow start with just 10, but look what he did against Houston in half number 2. He went off. I think he had just 7 points in that first half against Houston on Saturday, and then he went off for like 25 in the second half for him. So this game's still not close to being over. Gonna depend on who really steps up here in half number 2, and the Thunder gonna find a stroke from the perimeter. Yeah, just 1 for 17 from 3. And they're really lucky they're down by just 1. That's a testament to how strong their defense is for Oklahoma City. Milwaukee battling back points in the paint. Oklahoma City led points in the paint 26-8 at one point. It's now 26-12. How's Oklahoma City got all these points? Well, they've done it at the free throw line. 13 for 16 tonight, but the league's best at the free throw line. Milwaukee just 6 for 9 at the free throw line. Yeah, Oklahoma City racking up a bunch of free throws, and that leads me to talk about foul trouble right now. Foul trouble for Milwaukee. They're spreading out the fouls, so nobody's really in deep foul trouble, so that's a good sign for the Bucks. 2 personal fouls, each by 5 different guys. Giannis, Andre Jackson, Bobby Portis, Gary Trent Jr., A.J. Green, all with 2 personal fouls each. So when you look at all those free throws, you think that, yeah, there must be some serious foul trouble right now for Milwaukee, but that has not been the case. It's been balanced and spread out through everybody for personal fouls. And on Oklahoma City, Lou Dort has to watch out because he does have 3 personal fouls so far for Lou Dort. So he's got 3, and then 2 by Hardenstein. Everybody else with 1 or 0 right now for fouls. Yeah, NFL making a deep run in this playoffs. Really like Buffalo this year for them. They look unstoppable right now for that Bills team. I like Buffalo against Detroit. I'm kind of worried, though, for Detroit because the injuries have started to pile up for them. Tampa Bay, though, that's a team to monitor. Even though they play in a weaker division, they're starting to get red hot. They just crushed the Chargers on Sunday. Hey, enjoy the rest of your night, Jason. Thanks for joining back in, man. Really appreciate it tonight. Philadelphia's red hot, too. Like, there's the likelihood that they could go to the Super Bowl. Green Bay, low-key, solid team. Minnesota having a excellent season. I'm not sure if I'm buying them, though, for the playoffs for Minnesota, because Sam Darnold just doesn't have that playoff experience. Just totally different in the playoffs. Yeah, it's possible for Bobby Portis to get 3 assists. He came in. He got a bunch of rebounds for him on one possession. He had a multi-rebound possession. He's got 5 points, 5 rebounds, yet to record an assist for Portis. I think it's going to be tough for him to reach 3. He's got 0 right now. I believe his over-under was at just 1.5 for assists. It's likely that he could get 2, but 3 is going to be quite the reach for Portis, I feel like. Yeah, the Buccaneers are the team to watch. They've won 4 straight games. They haven't beat anybody really good, though, but they have just such a soft schedule. They're going to go into the playoffs 7-0 in their last 7 games for the Bucs. They beat the Giants, the Panthers, the Raiders, and then the Chargers. That's the last 4 teams that they beat. And then their final 3 games are the Cowboys, the Panthers, and then the Saints. So they're going to win 7 straight games going into the playoffs. What I do worry about Philadelphia is that the passing game for them is a struggle. And also, they have played down to some pretty bad opponents for Philadelphia. That's my concern, is if they play down to, like... The thing is that they're going to get a wild card team. The wild card team that they're going to get is probably going to have a good record, though. That's the other thing, so... They probably won't play down to that team unless it's the Vikings. If they take the Vikings just not serious, then that could become an issue. Because the Vikings do have the number 2 rush defense in the NFL this season for them. That could pose some matchup issues for Philadelphia for a team that's rush heavy. And if the Vikings are stopping what Philadelphia's bread and butter is, if their bread and butter, for some reason, gets stumped against that Vikings defense, then they're going to have to go to the passing game in that matchup. And knowing, like, January playoff football, Northeast, if it's, like, not a desirable passing day, like a downpouring rain, freezing rain, or even snow, then, yeah, that's where there could be an issue. So I'm really concerned about Philadelphia with some of the games that they played down to their opponents. So they beat Jacksonville by 5, 28-23. They beat Carolina by 6, 22-16. And they beat Cleveland earlier on in the season, 20-16. They barely skated by some of those teams. They also barely got by New Orleans early on in the season as well for them. So I worry for that too, because there's been blips time to time that they've been lucky to hang on in those games. That Carolina game from 2 weeks ago, that was a severe just wake-up call for them. And plus they finish off with Dallas and the Giants. That's not going to help out towards strength of schedule for them either. This game against Washington is huge on Sunday for them. Yeah, they do have a really good kicker. This 3 games in 11 days for Kansas City might just catch up to them. I'm not even sure if Patrick Mahomes is going to be available this weekend against Houston. I saw that the line switched for Houston as the favorite. So they play on Saturday. This upcoming Saturday for the Chiefs. Oh, wow, they're a 3-point favorite. Yeah, that line keeps on switching between Houston. Houston at one point, like early this morning, swung like a half-point favorite in their favor because there were a lot of question marks whether Mahomes would be available or not. And now it swung back into the favor of Kansas City -3. So Patrick Mahomes has a high ankle sprain. We don't know if he's gonna be playing or not. So they play on Saturday, and then they play on Wednesday on Christmas Day. Just a very weird schedule we got coming up because they decided to put games on Netflix for Christmas Day. They got NFL Christmas Day, Chiefs at Steelers at 1 p.m., and then Ravens at Texans at 4:30. Both of those games exclusively on Netflix. Who they think is going to make the playoffs for the NFL? I'm really not buying the Chargers, honestly. I think they're an overrated team. They've lost 2 straight. They got crushed against Tampa Bay. They play against Denver coming up on Thursday. That's a huge game. They have to win that game. That's a home game against Denver. If they don't win that game, there's a lot of question marks. There's a lot of question marks because I know the Patriots are playing for a top 3 pick, and the Patriots aren't going to win both of their final games against the Bills. But there's been times that the Chargers have come to Foxborough in December, and the Chargers have lost that game no matter how bad the Patriots are. I remember a couple of years ago, the Patriots beat the Chargers something like 45-0. And everybody was talking about how the Chargers were gonna crush the Patriots that game. Like, when I've watched the Chargers this year, it's looked like they've dropped a bunch of passes for them. They're having a really, really tough season in the receiving game for that team. Yeah, they got games on Netflix, so the same exact network that aired for the streaming service that aired the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight. They're going to be broadcasting NFL on Christmas Day games over on Netflix. And from what I heard that they got multiple people from a bunch of networks that's going to be on site. They're bringing in people from CBS that's going to be on site, making sure that this goes smoothly. Because what happened during that fight was unacceptable. How it was constantly buffering, and a lot of people couldn't watch that Tyson-Paul fight because Netflix kept on freezing up. Yeah, nowadays, especially for the NFL, you need like so many different subscriptions to watch these football games. It's crazy. It is crazy. I actually don't have Amazon Prime because I usually just watch the Patriots on Thursday night if they ever get put on Thursday night. I get that through whatever channel has that for antenna is the one that carries it. I think it's Fox who carries that game through like Amazon Prime Video, so I get it through like Fox Boston. But yeah, they got Kansas City at Pittsburgh on Netflix, 1 p.m. on Christmas Day, and then the Ravens at the Texans, 4:30 p.m. on Christmas Day on Netflix. They got a bunch of different networks this Christmas week. So this is not this week, but the following week. Thursday, December 26th, Seahawks at Bears. That's on Amazon Prime Video. They got 3 games that just got announced today that's been flexed to Saturday. The Patriots are one of them. Chargers at Patriots, 1 p.m. exclusively on NFL Network, which is a cable channel. So that can only be seen on the NFL Network. Unless you live in the Boston area, you can get it through WBZ Channel 4, I believe. If you're from the Boston area, that's going to carry that game. Other than that, you got to get it on NFL Network via cable. Denver at Cincinnati, 4:30 on Saturday, December 28th on the NFL Network. Same as the Cardinals at the Rams, 8 p.m. on the NFL Network. Just insane. Yeah, what a game so far indeed. Welcome in Andrew on the channel. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe right now as we're about to start off the third quarter of action. A really good one here in the NBA Cup Championship. Telling story here. OKC 1 for 17 from 3. Their defense limiting the Bucks to just 1 point greater than them, though. They're going to make some threes if they want to come up back in this game. That's the fewest made threes in a single half this season, as they just cannot make those shots from the perimeter for Oklahoma City. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 14.6 rebounds, 5 assists. Knew that he was going to have a big game, and he is thriving so far. Isaiah Hartenstein answering the call. 14 points perfect. 5 for 5 from the floor for him. Here we go. Back to action. Left to right on the floor for Milwaukee with the opening possession. The Bucks. Black uniforms, white numbers, white letters. OKC orange jerseys, blue numbers, blue letters. They double Giannis. Outside to the left wing. Open three. Splash. It's good by Taurean Prince. Exactly like how they started off with their first made shot. Taurean Prince able to drill down the triple. OKC with their first possession. Jalen Williams lost the handle. Turnover. Giannis came up with a steal. Giannis up the floor, finds Dame. Laces the three. He hits it. Oh, baby. Milwaukee coming out strong. Back-to-back threes. 57-50 right now for the Bucks. Jalen Williams puts the ball into the hands to Hartenstein. Better time this time around for the Thunder. They're looking to be. Hartenstein dump off over the door at the low block. Slides it out on top. Wide open three. Jalen Williams, a laser beam from downtown. He rips it through for the three ball. That's only the second made three of the game. 2 for 18 from the perimeter now for Oklahoma City. First minute into action here in the third quarter. Giannis, top of the free throw circle. Giannis taking on Jalen Williams. Up fake. Giannis 8 on the shot clock. Lost the handle. Jalen Williams poked it out of his hands. Came up with a steal and a reach and follow committed charge to Giannis as well. Jalen Williams letting them hear it right now. Physical game. Just bury the three and then the steal plus the foul. Charge to Giannis. Giannis is second. Yeah, things going pretty well, Andrew. OKC with possession, down by 4. Jalen Williams. Bounce pass top of the key over to Hartenstein. Into the hands to J. Will. Williams slides it off right wing. Hartenstein's perfect. 5 for 5 from the floor. 14 points for him. Drops it off to Isaiah Joe. Joe dribbles up free throw circle. Joe lobs it off to Hartenstein. Bunny, runner, no good, no perfect anymore for Hartenstein. Missed it off the rim short. Dame brings it up the floor. Lillard attacks, downhill to the rim. Kick out corner. Open three. Prince off the back heel. Misfired as the rebound gets collected by Lou Dort for OKC. Thunder take a quick three transition. SGA, no good on the pull-up. Missed off the back heel too long. Giannis will take it up the court. The Greek Freak doing everything possible right now in this game. Backs his way. Giannis soars up to the rim. And he's got 2 more. Up and through. Good for the buckets. Time 53. Timeout taken on the floor by Oklahoma City. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Big time so far tonight. Empowering as well. Backing his way on J. Will. Inside a low post. Doing the rest of the work. He's got 16 points. 8 rebounds. 7 assists. Looking for a triple-double tonight for the Greek Freak. Showing up in a huge way for Giannis. So is Dame right now in their duo, playing some really good basketball together. 15 by Damian Lillard on 3 for 5 from the perimeter. Oklahoma City trio in double figures. 14 points by Jalen Williams. 14 by Isaiah Hartenstein. 7 boards. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, tough game for him. Minus 10 on the floor. Just 10 points he's been limited to on 4 for 14 shooting. This game's going to all depend on whether SGA will step up. SGA, number 2 behind the Nikola Jokic in the MVP odds, is going to have to step up. Giannis has something to say. Giannis woke up this morning and saw that he was not top 3 in the MVP odds this morning. His name fell back for a tie for 3rd, which is technically a tie for 4th. He was tied with Luka Doncic for the highest MVP odds after Luka went off against Curry and Golden State yesterday. So all of a sudden, Giannis has dropped back to a tie for 3rd in the MVP after being a solid 3rd. Same amount of odds as Luka at plus 750. SGA plus 215 odds behind Jokic. And this game could very well just tilt these odds into the favor of Giannis much more. What's good, Uncle Pizzle? Thanks for joining back in, man. Just woke up. Glad to see you back in once again. A dedication out to my man, Uncle Pizzle, at 3 a.m. right now, watching this one. He's going with OKC just to make his girlfriend happy. Yep. Uncle Pizzle hoping that the Thunder comes through. A little bit rough last couple minutes right now for them. SGA's got to find his rhythm. He did that against Houston and did that against Dallas. Had a slow start against Houston, came back and had a major second half against the Rockets. He's gonna have to find it to get his team back in this game. If you guys are new in the stream, we got 55 plus watching. Smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA, college hoops here on the stream. College hoops action tonight. Number 2 ranked Auburn leading Georgia State 89-59. A lot of our other Power 5s wrapped up their games. Tennessee crushed Western Carolina 84-36. Duke beat George Mason tonight 68-47. Ole Miss a 13-point win against Southern 74-61. Dayton able to squeak past UNLV 66-65. Michigan State outlasting Oakland tonight by 19 77-58. Back to action right now, 59-53. And Giannis able to come up with a steal off the loose ball inside the key. Here goes the Greek Freak on attack mode as he will draw an OKC reach and foul down low. Uncle Pizzle 11, Dame time here tonight. He's had a really good game. 15 by Dame, 16 by Giannis. Those two guys have scored on 52 out of the 59 points they have either scored or assisted tonight between Giannis and Dame. Giannis with 7 total assists. Dame has 4 total assists right now. Inbound, it goes over to Prince. Prince at the left wing perimeter. Prince working on Isaiah Joe. Lob sent to Giannis at the low block. Giannis working on Jalen Williams one-on-one. Backs his way inside the key. Giannis goes up. Giannis got stripped, tipped up inside the key. Loose ball as it hits the deck. And Lou Dort comes down with their bodies colliding here as we got some human dominoes on the floor all over the place. Black uniforms, orange uniforms, players getting tangled up with one another. They're dropping like flies right now in the hardwood. Giannis needs a moment as he went down inside the key. Giannis went up, he got it stripped up in the air, poked loose, came down with it again, and then Lou Dort pounced on it as Giannis lost it the second time, and then Giannis fell backwards on top of Isaiah Joe. And Lou Dort was the one who came down with that loose ball. I think the refs there rolled a foul charge to Lou Dort. Yeah, the referees did roll a foul charge to Lou Dort. He ripped it away from the hands of Giannis, so Lou Dort came pouncing on top of Giannis. Like you're jumping on top of the bed with a huge pounce, doing it the WWE SmackDown way. Lou Dort did exactly that to Giannis. Ripped away the ball from his hands. Lou Dort issued a tech. And the tech free throw is good by Damian Lillard. 60-53 right now. So Lou Dort just coming in with some serious pain. Putting the pouncy on Giannis there. Holy cannoli. So a technical foul issued for Lou Dort. Dame at the free throw line for more free throws as well. He just drilled a technical free throw. There was a second technical free throw to the bench. Head coach Mark Daigneault. The bench warned on a technical free throw. And technical foul. A technical free throw is good by Dame for the second tech. Oh, yeah, I think the head coach, Mark Daigneault, he came out of the coaching box onto the floor, very close to the teams. And now, after that's all been sorted out, we're going to have a jump ball here at the free throw circle. No team is led by double digits tonight. Here's a three by Dame. Oh, he hits it. Bang, bang. It's an 11-point lead by Milwaukee. No timeout either. 9 minutes left to go in the third. Awful coaching. Going to be ripping this head coach of OKC like he always does. Inside the paint, missed off the rim, short by Jalen Williams. Giannis controlled the defensive rebound. A Greek freak. Been playing like a nightmare matchup from the floor. Dame takes the three off the mark. No good. A rebound controlled by Hardenstein. Up the floor here with OKC. They need some buckets rather quickly. 2 for 19 from the floor from 3. Jumper good by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So only got 12 points right now for SGA. Playing in the high-stakes game, though. Don't want to crack under pressure and be a former shell of yourself like Jason Tatum did before he finally broke through last year and won the NBA Finals. That's not how your career wants to go if you're SGA. Giannis backs his way inside the key. Giannis flings it upwards and rolled on the travel. Check that. This may be a foul charge to OKC here. Yeah, OKC everybody was signaling travel on orange. No, they roll a shooting foul. Referees rolled out a shooting foul. Giannis will shoot 2 at the line. So non-travel. Everybody for OKC was rolling travel. If you're OKC right now, you've had a couple of calls go against you that you didn't like. Got to regain your composure right now. This is starting to get a little bit out of control in favor of Milwaukee. Right now, flipping the switch on in this game. Giannis missed the first free throw, though. We got 60 plus watching. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up. Hit that like, hit that subscribe tonight here. Really appreciate everybody for joining in, being a part here on the stream for this one. First free throw was missed at the line for Giannis. Second shot by Giannis, right down the middle. 65-55, approaching 8 minutes left to go in the third. 10-point lead, OKC. Struggling to hit the three. How will they battle back? They have to do it through the paint. At the left wing perimeter, it's Jalen Williams. Crossover, drives inside the key over Lopez. Missed the right-hand finish off the mark. No good. Out of bounds off Hardenstein. This is slipping out of the way right now at OKC. 14-5 advantage in the third quarter in favor of Milwaukee. What a way to flip the switch for the Bucks. They started off 2-8 this season. And they're in a big-time roll right now. Damian Lillard having a big performance right now. Kick out to the corner. Jackson, open three. Off the mark, no good. A rebound secured by Jalen Williams for the Thunder. Thunder really need to buy some buckets. OKC with it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander inside the low post scores. Up and off the backboard. 8-point game right now. Doc Rivers ain't no stranger to blowing double-digit leads. We'll see what happens tonight here. Still a long way left to go. 7:20 remaining. Giannis at the left elbow. Hand off to Taurean Prince. Off the roll down. Off to Giannis. Out fake underneath. Giannis missed off the mark. Tip in there for 2, though. Back to a 10-point lead. No answers to stop the Greek freak. Double-double. 19 points, 10 rebounds alongside 8 assists. Going to have a triple-double most likely before this one is over. What a game. Inbound goes to the top of the key. SGA dribbles up to the elbow. Pocket pass. Hardenstein. Runner missed off the rim short. And it goes back to the Bucks here with a defensive rebound. Giannis brings it up the floor. The Greek freak. Lob off the rim. Looking for Lopez, but he mistimed the lob there. Goes back to OKC. Approaching 6.5 left to go in the third. SGA looking to start to take over this game. Yet to do that tonight. Off to his teammate. Lou Dort fires a 3 off the back rim. No good. Another rebound secured by Giannis. 19 points, now up to 12 rebounds by the Greek freak. This game is solely being decided at the 3-point line. Milwaukee, 10 made threes. Oklahoma City with just 2 made threes. And Doc Rivers will burn a timeout. 6:19 left to go in the third quarter. Milwaukee controlling this game right now, and Oklahoma City cannot buy a bucket tonight. Yeah, thanks for the update there, Jeffrey. Really appreciate it, man. Hit us up in the chat. Who you guys like to win this game here? Bucks or Thunder? Type it in. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Giannis Antetokounmpo, huge game by him tonight. 19 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists on 8 for 13 shooting for the Greek Freak. Damian Lillard, 20 points for him tonight. Everybody else with single digits. Number 3 scorer has 7 points with Brook Lopez. Oklahoma City, nobody's been able to take over this game. They got 3 guys in double figures. 14 points each by SGA, Hardenstein, and Jalen Williams. They need both SGA and Jalen Williams to start to take over this game, but it just hasn't been able to happen yet. What's good? Solid Explorer on the stream. Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, bud. Yeah, right now the Bucks leading the poll 57-43. Make sure to vote in that poll if you haven't done so already. We've got 99 votes right now, about to crack 100 in that poll. Really good game. This Oklahoma City team just cannot buy a 3-point shot, and that's the huge difference maker tonight. OKC tossing up boulders, 2 for 20 from the perimeter. Milwaukee 10 for 24 from 3-point range. This is a different outcome right now if they start to make their threes. And still, we got a long way left to go. It's a 10-point game. Doc Rivers coaches the Bucks. Anything could happen. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, though, he's going to have to step it up here for the final 18-plus minutes. If they do want to make magic happen and pull off a double-digit comeback, it all starts with him having a huge game rest of the stretch. RQ on the stream, welcome in here, bud. Yeah, tough one right now for the Thunder, but anything is possible. We've seen a lot of double-digit comebacks. Still a long way left to go. Still 18 minutes remaining. Yeah, best of luck there for a solid Explorer out for this one. Hopefully it's able to come through for you, bud. Yeah, if you guys are out there doing sports betting and stuff like that, I highly recommend to do like a little percentage or so of what your actual like income is or like daily expenses, because that's taking a huge risk right there, and the risk that you take doesn't always result in rewards or so. Yeah, Drake is looking really good. Thanks for the update there, Bill. Wow, so Drake beat Kansas State. Drake's a really good mid-major. They're like one of the top mid-majors this year. They're just outside the top 25 receiving votes. LSU is crushing Stetson 62-27 right now. The SEC is so stacked, it's incredible. We get back to action here. 10-point game. I'll go over a college basketball scoreboard update once we get to the next break. Corner 3 missed off the mark by Andre Jackson. Tipped up. Offensive rebound controlled by Lopez. They get the size advantage with Chet Holmgren and Jalen Williams with a Y out. They got 2 key players in the front court not there tonight. Giannis floats up the shot inside the key. Scores for 2 more. 12-point lead for the Bucks, and there's 6 minutes left to go in the third. Cason Wallace puts the ball into the hands to SGA. SGA drives on Dame inside the key. Follow away, low block, no good. Offensive rebound controlled by Wallace. Kick out, corner 3, it's there. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander able to knock down the laser from the perimeter. 3 points off the second chancer. James, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. What a game here tonight. Giannis at the top of the key having a huge game. Working on Kenrich Williams one-on-one. Bounce pass left wing. Andre Jackson outside off to Lopez. Lopez at the right wing perimeter. Finds Giannis around the perimeter. Giannis one-on-one playing iso ball with Kenrich Williams. Runner at the low block. Missed off the top of the glass. Did not hit the rim. It's a shot clock violation. Charge the Bucks. Here's the number 1 defense stepping up right now. 9-point game, OKC getting it back, winning single digits. 11th turnover in the night, charge to Milwaukee. 6 turnovers for OKC. Possession arrow for the Thunder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander looking to take over. Skip pass left corner. Wide open three. Kenrich Williams off the mark. No good. A rebound pulled down by Giannis. 19 rebounds back in April for Giannis when he took on Oklahoma City. Looking for that number plus possibly 20 tonight. Giannis, top of the free throw circle. Giannis drives inside the key. And Caruso gets called on the reach-in foul. Hey, what's good, Rogelio? Welcome back in here, man. Really good game tonight here, folks. Inbounds for Milwaukee. It goes from AJ Green to Bobby Portis. Portis is back in the game. He's yet to have an assist tonight. 5 rebounds for him. Deflected pass by Dame. Intercepted by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 1-on-1 out to the races. SGA goes up and he gets fouled over Jackson. 2 free throws coming up in the line here for SGA. And that is his second steal tonight for Gilgeous-Alexander. Jimmy, what's good? Taking the Bucks for this one. Welcome to the stream, everybody. If you guys are new in the channel, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, type in the chat who you guys like tonight to win this one. Bucks or Thunder. First free throw is good by SGA. All of a sudden, he has gone on a 3-point run for his team, scoring the last 4 points now as he sunk down the first free throw and now has scored the previous 5 points for the Thunder. So exactly what I said, coming out of the commercial break, he needed to step up. He's got 19 points, 9 this quarter. That's exactly what he did against Houston. Did the same thing. He had 7 going into halftime. He had 25 in the second half against the Rockets on Saturday. Dame slides it off to the left wing. Green, touch pass, left corner 3. Portis off the mark, no good. Caruso controls the defensive rebound. Here comes the Thunder, down by 7. Caruso dribbles up the floor. Shovels it off to Kenrich Williams, bobbled it, intercepted. Giannis with a steal. Giannis up ahead. Giannis over SGA, missed the layup. Giannis baseline still with it, and SGA picks up the foul. I believe that Giannis is going to shoot 2 at the free throw line here. Mark Dagano looking around about that foul call. That's a very, very tough call by the officials. That was me. That could have been a tie-up. That looked like a tie-up there. Wow. That looked like a tie-up, and the referees rolled it a shooting foul charge to SGA. That is his second personal foul of the night, charged to Gilgeous-Alexander. Giannis with 2 shots here at the free throw line. First shot by Giannis. Skipped around the rim and out. He missed it. Hey, what's good? Jimmy in the stream. Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Glad to have you back in. Yeah, hope all goes well in your recovery. Really send my prayers and thoughts out to you towards a speedy recovery, man. So sorry to hear that. That you were in the hospital for 3 weeks, man. Giannis missed both of the free throws. A leaner inside. Williams actually dished it out to the top here. Caruso towards his right around the perimeter. Finds Kenrich Williams. Swings it off to the cutter. Runner. Cason Wallace. Got it to go. Good for 2. It's a 5-point game. 69-64. Here comes the Thunder. 7-zip run in the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds. This game ain't over till it's over. Portis at the left elbow, backs his way on Wallace. Portis fires it off to the cutter. Jackson, no good. Missed an easy shot from 4 feet away at the low block. As the ball got tipped over to SGA for the defensive rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander, low block fall away over Connaughton. Missed off the mark, no good. Another rebound pulled down by Giannis. The Greek Freak with a major night tonight on the boards. Already 15 rebounds. Connaughton, push pass, right corner. AJ Green out to the top into the hands to Giannis. Giannis, 3 minutes left to go in the third. Giannis lost the handle off the Portis though in the corner. Lob pass Giannis. Giannis one-on-one working on Wallace. Powers his way inside the low post. He scores. Up and through with a left hand plus the foul by the Greek Freak. 23 by Giannis onto the Kumbo. It's Alex Caruso who picks up the shooting foul. Just too good. Too good for Giannis. He's going to get his 35 points tonight, most likely. Question is, who else will step up? Damian Lillard's got 20. Everybody else with single digits for Milwaukee. If they got other guys making shots, then the Bucks are going to win this game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander out to a big third quarter with 19. Jalen Williams stuck at 14. They need guys to step up. Hartenstein stuck at 14 as well. And one here at the line for Giannis, right down the middle. He came to play today, and he came to play for sure in this game here. 72-64. 23 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists by Giannis right now. OKC with a possession. SGA driving on Portis, kept the dribble alive. Jumper, deep two, off the rim, no good. Hartenstein tipped it off to Caruso. Dump off down low. Kenrich Williams couldn't convert. The role player stinking it up right now for OKC. Giannis will slow it down. Crosses midcourt. Giannis off the screen set by Portis. Out to the top off to Portis. Portis drives. Kick out corner. Connaughton outside. Here's a three launched by A.J. Green. No good. Around the rim and out. As Kenrich Williams comes down with a defensive rebound. SGA spin move at the elbow. Dish out to the top of the key. A wide open three. And the role players keep on stinking it up again. Kenrich Williams bricks the three off the back heel. Oklahoma City, 3 for 23 from the perimeter. That ain't going to cut it tonight. Giannis, top of the key. Towards his right, working on Hartenstein around the outside. Giannis dribbles up, spin move, drives on Hartenstein, and fouled again. That's on Hartenstein. In the bonus, Giannis will shoot two. He's just too good. Giannis is just too good right now. He's attacking the weakness of the Thunder, which is that they don't have Chet Holmgren nor Jalen Williams with a Y out there in the front court. They're missing two key front court pieces for this Thunder team tonight. They have 6 guys listed out for them. Giannis with 10 points and 9 rebounds this quarter alone will shoot 2 at the charity stripe. Humongous game by Giannis. First free throw is good. That was my question coming into this game. Who really could defend from OKC Giannis? You got guys like Jalen Williams that's playing the 5, but he's only 6'6". Or Giannis is 6'11". Just that size advantage is just going to destroy the rest of his opponents inside in this game. Exactly what he's done tonight. 10 for 17 shooting. Both of the free throws are good as well. 10-point cushion right now for the Bucks as Giannis is 25 points. 26 as he drilled the second free throw. 26 points, 15 rebounds for Giannis and 8 assists. Top of the key, Hartenstein working on Portis. Hand off to Kenrich Williams around the perimeter. A lot of dribbling here as they drive, dish out to the left wing. Caruso dribbles up inside. Caruso blocked out of bounds by Giannis. Oh man, making a huge impact in this game for the Greek Freak tonight. Thanasis loving every single second on the bench right now. Oh, these guys for the Bucks love it. After a 2-8 start, the Milwaukee Bucks have completely reversed the course. 12-3 in their last 15 games. Inbound to Portis. Portis got stripped out of bounds. It will stay Bucks ball. Just a masterpiece tonight, reminding everybody that him and Nikola Jokic are very, very close in the MVP odds together, and that there's some separation that needs to be made between Giannis. When he woke up this morning, he was tied for 4th in the MVP odds alongside Luka Doncic, and then SGA was at number 2 behind Jokic, who was number 1. Deep range 3, Dame came off the rim short, and the rebound gets controlled by OKC. SGA looking to see if he can start to take over. SGA drives inside the paint on Lopez. Kick out corner, bad decision, intercepted on the steal down the far side of the floor by the Bucks here. Kick out to the corner. A.J. Green, skip pass, left wing. Here's a 3 by Gary Trent Jr. He delivers. He was the one who stole it as well. GTJ, big time triple, 77-64. That's a major upgrade from the past instead of Wesley Matthews in past years. 40 seconds left to go in the third. Top of the key, SGA. Got to show up in this game. Working on Dame right now. SGA, 5 of the shot clock. Pocket pass, Wallace. Bounce pass underneath. Lost it. Turnover. A.J. Green with a steal. In and onto the hands of Hartenstein. Sloppy basketball right now for the Thunder. Dame will slow it down. Lillard. Edge of the midcourt logo. Damian Lillard looking to go up by 16 to close out the end of the third quarter. That could be the early dagger. Slides it out to the left wing. Gary Trent Jr. around the perimeter. Into the hands to Dame. 4 in the shot clock. 10 seconds left to go. Dame double teamed and got stripped of the basketball out of bounds with 7.5 seconds left. 1.6 seconds on the shot clock. 1.6 on the shot clock. Inbound to Portis. Portis bobbled it, turned it over. SGA comes out with a steal. 3 seconds left. SGA heaves up a 3 at the buzzer. No good. Missed off the back rim. And we close out at the end of the third quarter. Milwaukee by 13. 26-14. The Bucks outscored the Thunder in the third quarter. And the Oklahoma City Thunder could not buy a 3 to save their lives through 3 quarters tonight in this game. Horrendous shooting display by the Thunder tonight with just 64 points on the board through 3 quarters. This Bucks team is rolling. 2-8 start. They've completely flipped the switch though. Last 15 they're 12-3. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Appreciate everybody for joining in. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win here. Thunder or Bucks, type it in. What a battle. I'll be back live on Thursday. My next stream will be the Celtics against Bulls at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday night. Feel free to join in for that one. Giannis with a humongous game. Nobody can stop him on the Thunder's defense. 26 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, and a block for the Greek Freak tonight in 30 minutes on 10 for 17 shooting. Damian Lillard, 20 points, 4 made threes on 5 for 10 from the floor. Everybody else with single digits. Oklahoma City, led by SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 19 points. 14 points each by Hardenstein and Jalen Williams. Both of them were stuck at 14 points in that entire third quarter. Got to get other guys to step up. Everybody else with 5 points or fewer tonight for OKC. And tough game as well for SGA. He is 7 for 21 from the floor, 2 for 8 from 3. Lou Dort, nothing much for him tonight offensively. 1 for 5 shooting. Isaiah Joe's 1 for 4. Kenrich Williams, 0 for 4 shooting. Caruso is 0 for 2. Jay Mitchell is 1 for 4. Tough night tonight for the Thunder. Really tough night from the perimeter. These guys cannot buy a perimeter shot. They're 3 for 24 from 3-point range. The Bucks are 38%, 11 for 29. A lot of the good college hoops games wrapped up from earlier today. Number 18 ranked UCLA leading Prairie View 53-36. That's the only ranked team in action. What went down earlier today? Number 1 ranked Tennessee destroyed Western Carolina 84-36. Number 2 ranked Auburn locked down Georgia State 100-59. Duke beat George Mason 68-47. Ole Miss took care of business against Southern 74-61. Michigan State able to win against Oakland. That was a road game for Michigan State, 77-58 against Oakland. South Carolina upset Clemson, their in-state rival, in overtime, 91-88. Another big win for the SEC tonight. Dayton squeaked by UNLV, 66-65 tonight. St. John's crushed DePaul, 89-61. Florida, unbeaten still. Florida, 90-84 victory over North Carolina. And a really good game, went back and forth tonight. So we get back to action here, 77-64. And the Thunder just took a shot and knocked it down for a deep 2 to open up the fourth quarter. So 1-for-1 to begin the fourth quarter for OKC, and exactly what they needed to start out. Jalen Williams made the jumper. He's got 16 right now. Portis, bounce pass over to Gary Trent Jr. Right down the chute, delivers. Bang, bang, it's another three by GTJ. 12th made three tonight for the Bucks, down by 14 now for Oklahoma City. Runner inside the key, missed off the mark, no good by a Jay Mitchell. Damian Lillard takes up the floor here for Milwaukee. Dame at the right wing, lobs it off to Portis. Portis at the baseline, jumper, deep two, no good, over the rim. As Isaiah Joe comes down with the basketball, up the floor finds Jalen Williams. Williams with 16, needing to take over in this unit that's currently on the floor without SGA to begin the fourth. Williams, no good, bricked off the back rim. Portis controls his 7th rebound of the night. Lillard will slow it down. 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Lillard, Lopez, Portis, Trent Jr., and AJ Green. Dame at the top. Dame, dribble drive down the lane inside. Dump off, deflected out of bounds. Looking to thread the needle off to Lopez. It was knocked loose off of Hardenstein. So Giannis right now is on the bench. So is SGA for OKC. Underneath the hoop, Lillard, the inbound passer. He finds AJ Green off the screen. Here's Dame, takes the three, no good. Portis, battle for the rebound, tipped over to Isaiah Joe out of the pack, who came down with it for the Thunder. Joe slides it out to the top. Jalen Williams tries a three, off the mark, no good. They're missing shot after shot after shot, as Gary Trent Jr. came in, collected the rebounds. 10:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. Oklahoma City tossing up bricks. Just 16 points in this entire second half. On the outside, Lopez drops it down low off to Portis. Portis double-teamed. Finds Lopez at the wing. Rainbow in the three. Swash! Oh, baby. Brook Lopez lights it up for the perimeter. 83-66. Timeout taken on the floor by Oklahoma City. Doc Rivers looking like he ain't gonna choke this one tonight. These guys finding their shots. Their 13th made three of the game for Milwaukee. OKC with just 3 made threes. These guys got the stroke tonight for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez up to double digits now with 10. Just drilled his 2nd made three tonight, as we're down to 10 minutes even. Huge performance by the Bucks. This team's looking like their 2021 form right now. They have found their rhythm. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. Prince in the stream, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, Jimmy. Welcome on board. You guys, the real legends. MVP is being out here tonight. Next stream will be on Thursday. I'll be live for Celtics against Bulls at 7:30 p.m. Feel free to join in if you guys would like for that one. Just no flow tonight for OKC. Really, really no flow in this game offensively. Just no hot hands at all. That ball has just stayed stagnant. Like, they started attacking the paint, and then once they got back winning like 15-foot jump shots and beyond, they could not buy a bucket. Giannis with 26 points. He's got 16 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Absolutely humongous game by Giannis tonight. Dame's got 20. Brook Lopez coming along with 10. Just nobody's been able to take over this game for Oklahoma City, and they just can't find anybody who's had any shot or stroke on the floor. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 19 points, 7 for 21 shooting, just 2 for 8 from 3. He's made 66% of the threes tonight as a team. 2 out of the 3. Jalen Williams made the other 3. Jalen Williams, 16 points, 7 for 17, 1 for 4. It just looks like it's 2 guys who they've relied a ton upon, and they just can't hit shots tonight. Whereas on the other side, it's excellent balance between their duo. Giannis and Dame combining for 46, where the Thunder combining for 35 between SGA and Jalen Williams, a low efficiency. Yeah, Chris Middleton is not out there tonight, so Chris Middleton's not playing either due to illness. The Thunder have 6 guys listed out, and they were a 5.5-point favorite. Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams with a Y is out. They're missing 2 really key front court guys tonight. $83-66. So we're about to come back to action. Thunder right to left on the floor with the basketball. Jalen Williams, Alex Caruso. Lou Dort hasn't done much tonight. Jalen Williams, jumper to baseline, no good. They just haven't been able to find their shot tonight. 14-2 run by Milwaukee. Since the 3:45 mark remaining in the third quarter, Dame puts the ball into the hands of Gary Trent Jr., who stepped up as well. AJ Green, bounce pass, right corner. Brook Lopez, another 3. He drills it. Bang, bang, once again for Brook Lopez. 20-point lead. That's going to be too much to come from behind from, because this Thunder team cannot make a shot. At the left wing, here's a 3 by Isaiah Joe. Swash! All right, and that's a 17-point game. You're going to have to get a stop every single one of these possessions if you're the Thunder, and get buckets basically throughout most of your possessions to remaining stretch of this game. Dame at the top of the key, slides it off to Gary Trent Jr. At the elbow, dribbles up, takes a contested jumper, deep 2, connects on it. Man, he is hitting shots right now. He is into a groove. What an upgrade over Wesley Matthews for Gary Trent Jr. has become for Milwaukee. 13 minutes, scoring 10 points tonight and 4 for 6 from the floor. At the left wing, it is Isaiah Joe. Jab step, takes the 3 over Dame. Missed off the rim short. Portis controls the defensive rebound. This game's all Milwaukee right here. Damian Lillard crosses midcourt. Lobs it off to Portis. Portis at the left corner. Finds Dame at the left wing. Lillard gets it out of his hands off to Portis. Fires the cutter. Backdoor. It's going to be rolled. An offensive foul. Lowering the shoulder charge to Bobby Portis. Heavy contact there as Isaiah Joe went down hard. It will go back to the Thunder with the basketball. Yeah, this game is getting out of reach too fast here. 88-69, 19-point game. Thunder can't buy a shot. It's not looking so hot for OKC. This is being looked at the monitor, actually, for this foul call charged to Portis with a heavy elbow to the head area. So this is under review right now on the monitor. I'm a Celtics fan, if you guys didn't know. I cover all different types of teams here. NBA, college cheaps as well. College team that I root for is Providence. If you guys enjoy the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here. And feel free to ring the notification bell as well for future live streams in the channel also. Yeah, still looking at this foul call. Offensive foul picked up, charged to Bobby Portis, and a heavy elbow to the head area of Isaiah Joe. This is a really disappointing game for OKC. This is going to be their first loss of the season against an Eastern Conference team. Here's the crazy stat about OKC is that they have the worst record right now in the NBA in one-possession games. They're the only team that's winless in one-possession games for them. They're 0-3 in games decided between 1 to 3 points for them. Everybody else has picked up at least one win in the entire NBA in a crunch time one-possession game. So that's a little bit concerning for the Thunder. They're going to have to start to rack up some very, very close crunch time wins for them. It's been blowouts for them that they've won by. Kind of reminds me of the Celtics team from 2022, that they were crushing their opponents under Ime, made a run to the finals, and then Golden State just punked them. That's exactly what the Bucks have done tonight to OKC. They just punked them tonight. Just wore them down in the glass. You got guys just crashing the glass, coming up with multiple rebounds. The front court's just too good. and severely missing Chet Holmgren and also Jalen Williams, and that's a huge difference, and the perimeter guys could not buy shots. So we have a technical free throw assessed to Isaiah Joe, who's going to shoot one at the line. He made the free throw, as this was ruled a flagrant one charged to Bobby Portis. He's going to have a second free throw as well. So Portis with a heavy elbow on Isaiah Joe. His second free throw is buried also. Yeah, thanks so much, Gabriel. Glad to have you back in here, man. And OKC will get the basketball. So this is getting a little bit interesting here. If you're OKC, you need a score right now on this possession, at least to make it interesting. If you don't come away with a bucket here, then looking like game over. Huge possession. Biggest one of the game off the inbound. SGA slides it out on top. Wide open three. Joe. No good. Tipped up to Gary Trent Jr. for the defensive rebound. Yeah, it ain't happening tonight. It looks like Milwaukee's going to win this one. 8 minutes left to go in the fourth. They're 4 for 28 from three-point range. They missed a wide-open three off the inbound, and an offensive foul charged around the perimeter, charged to Brook Lopez. It will go back to OKC. Hardenstein checks back on the floor. Tonight, SGA 2 for 8 from three-point range. Rest of the team 2 for 20. SGA back on the floor here for OKC, and down by 17 points. Needing a quick bucket here for SGA as he dribbles up to the left elbow. Gilgeous-Alexander slides it down on top to Jalen Williams. Dribbles up, free throw circle, dump off. Hardenstein, runner, got the floater, good for two. A little interesting right now, 88-73. Gonna need to force some more turnovers if you're the Thunder right now, though. 7.5 left to go. Giannis at the top. Slides it off to Connaughton at the right wing. It's Giannis, AJ Green, Pat Connaughton. Gary Trent Jr., Brook Lopez, the 5 on the floor. Top of the key. Here's a three taken by Gary Trent Jr. Missed off the back rim. No good. A rebound ripped away by Hardenstein for the Thunder. Thunder looking to close the gap. 15-point deficit. Spin move Jalen Williams. Bounce pass Hardenstein. Outside to Caruso. Push pass. Left wing. Open three. SGA. No good off the back rim. Tipped up to Giannis with a defensive rebound. Humongous game by Giannis on the glass tonight. As we approach the 7-minute mark left to go, he's got 17 rebounds. Giannis at the left wing. Handoff. Trent Jr. around the perimeter. Trent Jr. slides it off to his right to Lopez. Handoff AJ Green, top of the key. Green finds Connaughton, corner three. Kaboinked off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured here for OKC. Gotta go if you're the Thunder. Been inefficient throughout this entire game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander drives right past AJ Green, and we get a turnover on the floor. Charge to OKC. Trying to clear the pathway. Or it was SGA who pushed off the dribble drive. Oh, yeah, you got a hold of the chin of AJ Green. Blew past AJ Green, but got him a hold on his chin right there as he blew right past him. There was no need to do that if you're SGA. Loose ball down the far side. SGA able to chop that one over to Hardenstein for the steal. Gilgeous-Alexander up the floor. Still down by 15 here. SGA takes it to the low block. Jumper. Fall away over Green. No good. Missed off the rim. A loose ball foul, though. Charged. I believe it's to the Bucks on the floor that the loose ball foul gets assessed to. Giannis hit the deck hard. Oh, yeah. That's on Gary Trent Jr. He shoved Lou Dort underneath the rim. So this will be an inbound for OKC. That's Gary Trent Jr.'s third personal foul. Inbound for Oklahoma City. My time's a little bit fast as well. We're down to 6:10 left to go. Runner inside the key. Hardenstein, no good. Couldn't convert. He is doing so many of those because they cannot find any shots that's from further out. Just missed it as it skipped around the rim and out. Giannis slows down the clock. Under 6 minutes left, midway through this fourth quarter. Giannis dribbles up to the low block. Backs his way, working on Lou Dort. Kick out quarter, outside of Dame. Sidestep to his left. Wide open three. It's a laser from downtown. Damian Lillard rips down the three. That's looking like the dagger here for this one, folks. SGA down by 18. Gotta go. Fall away. Swash over Lopez. Connects on it. Once again, the time's just going to keep on working its way off the clock. Damian Lillard up to 23 right now. Dame crosses the midcourt logo. He's defended 1-on-1 by Caruso. Dame switched here, defended by Lou Dort around the perimeter. Lobs it off to Giannis, deflected out of bounds. Off of Giannis. Giannis signaling challenge. He thought it was clearly out of bounds off Caruso. We'll see if Doc Rivers elects to challenge or not with 5:06 left. And we will have a timeout here. It's going to be on the Thunder. So the Thunder will burn a timeout. Doc Rivers electing not to challenge the call right now. This will be Thunder basketball coming back after the break. 5:06 remaining in the fourth. Really, really tough one tonight for OKC here. Missing 6 guys, missing 2 key front court players with Chet Holmgren and Jalen Williams. And Giannis just showing it why he is the best player on the floor tonight. 26 points, 18 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, and a block on 10 for 18 shooting. Yeah, really big bounce back turnaround right now for Milwaukee. They're getting into a big time rhythm. They've got all the momentum their way. Yeah, thanks for joining in. Atraxia, welcome back in the stream. If you guys are new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We got 60 plus watching right now. Really appreciate everybody for being a part here tonight. I'll be back live on Thursday night covering Celtics against Bulls at 7:30 p.m. if you'd like to join back in for that stream. So Milwaukee started off their season 2-8. They're 10-2 in their last 12 in the last 30-day stretch, and they're 12-3 in the last 15. They're about to go 13-3 in their previous 16. They were at the very bottom of the league. It was the Bucks, the Sixers, the Wizards, and the Raptors during the first month of the season. And then Milwaukee all of a sudden has worked their way up all the way to the number 5 spot right now in the East. The East was so bad in the first month that they only had 2 teams with a winning record at one point. This is a huge just for the Bucks, giving them all the momentum they need for the second half of the season, but also for the Eastern Conference as well. I mean, this is huge because this Oklahoma City team came in to tonight's game perfect against Eastern Conference teams at 4-0. And the first month or so, it was the teams out in the West were dominating against their non-conference games over against Eastern Conference opponents. And now the Bucks just taking it to the Thunder here in this Cup game, and it really gives the Eastern Conference a big spark for the second part of the season. That you got teams looking to make a push out of the East, and the Bucks are one of those teams that's made a serious push in momentum all the way up from like 13th, 14th to start out in their first 10 games, all the way up to number 5 right now. Going to make a push to the top 3 very soon. This Bucks team is coming right for the Cavs. Celtics didn't win their group, so it goes by like group games that they played, and the Celtics lost against the Hawks in their group game, so that's why the Hawks represented the group play, and then the Cavs didn't make it out of their group for the group games as well. AJ Green knocks down the 3 from the corner. 94-75. Yeah, it was Magic, Bucks, Knicks, and then the Hawks. Those are the 4 teams. So they play like specialized group games. They play against they're grouped against different opponents, and neither did the Celtics or Cavs come out and win their group, even though they're top 2 in the Eastern Conference. It's only based on 3 games that the whole NBA Cup is based off of for group play. So it's not based off of overall record. 94-75, approaching 4 minutes left to go. Just a dominant night tonight here by Milwaukee. Dribble handoff, Caruso lobs it up over the top. Hardenstein couldn't convert. That's been the night for OKC. Hardenstein blocked by Giannis. The ball directly into the hands of Dame. Everything going their way tonight here for Milwaukee. Damian Lillard crosses the midcourt logo, puts the ball into the hands of Giannis. Masterpiece by Giannis with 26. Bounce pass behind his back, sets up Lopez. Rainbow three at the right wing, bricked off the back heel, no good. It's the rebound. Couldn't get tracked down either by OKC. Yeah, really good win for Milwaukee. OKC beat both of their teams by double digits coming into this cup game. They beat Dallas by double digits, beat Houston, which Houston is the number 2 defense behind OKC. But Houston struggled to score. And now tonight, OKC could not buy any buckets for them. Jumper to elbow, connects on it, Jalen Williams for 2. Yeah, that's the stroke of the shot that you wanted to see throughout this game if you're an OKC fan, and it just didn't happen tonight here in this one. 18 points by Jalen Williams. Here goes Gary Trent Jr. They're getting solid production out of him tonight. That's huge. Big upgrade over Wesley Matthews for Gary Trent Jr. I remember a couple Christmases ago, the Celtics played against the Bucks on Christmas Day, and I was just really frustrated how Wesley Matthews made this corner 3. And that's one of the big U's that I came up with. I think that was the second big U on the channel behind the James Harden turnover back in the playoffs in 2021 for Philadelphia. 2:44 left to go. Vegas, welcome back in here, man. Yeah, this Bucks team is rolling. Celtics 3-0 against the Bucks. I feel like the results will be completely different if the Celtics and Bucks met up in the second part of the season. Celtics caught the Bucks in a really, really bad spot for Milwaukee where they just came out flat to open up the year in the first month. Yeah, just unfortunate night tonight for this Thunder team. The inability to knock down threes for sure. Like, these guys cannot find their shot tonight. 4 for 30 from the perimeter for Oklahoma City. In a modern-day NBA game that revolves so much around the 3 ball, they just cannot find a shot. They're getting quadrupled tonight from 3-point range. 16 for 39 from 3 is the Bucks at 41%. And then the Thunder shoot 13% in a big game tonight from 3-point range. Yeah, these young guys just hadn't played a game in terms of like the stakes this big before. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander 2 for 9 from 3. Jalen Williams 1 for 4. Isaiah Joe 1 for 6. Everybody else missing threes. Lou Dort 0 for 4. Kenrich Williams 0 for 3 from 3. 0 for 2 by Jay Mitchell from 3. Caruso went 0 for 2 as well. Yeah, the Bucks didn't even get an NBA Christmas Day game for them this year. I wish that they could replace Philadelphia on that list. What a disaster it's been for Philly. 94-77. Celtics and Sixers are the midday game at 5:30, the middle game on NBA Christmas Day. They just showed that schedule. 5 games starting at noontime with the Knicks against Spurs on NBA Christmas Day. Hey, I don't know how in the world the Bucks got left out of that right there. They should be facing the Celtics or the Knicks on Christmas Day instead of the Spurs and Sixers playing on Christmas Day as Giannis attacks inside the paint, no good. Off the glass, tipped up, and the long rebound controlled out of the pack here for the Thunder. Thunder got their reserves right now in this game, while the Bucks have Giannis and Portis on the floor together. And here's a bounce pass to the trailer. Huge rejection by Giannis as he comes out with an exclamation point block. Reserves right now on the floor for OKC, and Giannis just bullying these guys tonight. Gary Trent Jr. drops down the 3. Huge game by him from the perimeter. 20-point lead for Milwaukee. That's his 5th made Third made three in the night for GTJ. He's 5 for 9 shooting from the floor. He's got 13 points tonight. These guys look really, really good here for Milwaukee. They're dangerous. After they went 2-8, their schedule started to soften up, and that allowed them to get into a groove, get into a rhythm, allowed them to beat teams like Chicago, Indiana, Charlotte. Miami's had a down season, Washington, the Pistons. And then they went back to a winning streak, winning against Brooklyn, Orlando, Atlanta, going to make it 4 in a row, and they needed a signature win. They were just 4-8 entering this game, and games against opponents with a winning record, and here they are. Best win all season long. Outscored OKC 46-27 in half 2. This is their signature win, and then they'll be taking on the Cavs on Friday. I'll be back live for that stream as well, so if you guys are a Bucks fan, feel free to join in for Cavs against Bucks on Friday, since the Celtics have an off night that night, and that's the national TV game. I'll be live on Friday as well, covering Bucks against Cavs. I put out in the community tab my upcoming schedule. It'll be Celtics against Bulls for my next stream on Thursday, and then Cavs against Bucks on Friday. Both of those games are at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. The Bucks started the season 2-8. They are going to be 13-3 in their last 16 games. Minute and a half left to go. 97-78. Dominant performance tonight by Milwaukee. Their last 10 games, I was looking up their defensive rating for them before they came into this game. Their defensive rating was at number 19 for them coming into this game in their previous 10. So even though that they've won a bunch of games recently, they were number 19 somehow in defensive rating. It didn't seem like that at all. Like, looking at their scoring totals and how they played the Celtics from like 2 weeks ago, they ran them off completely off the 3-point line. Even though Boston won that game 111-106 when I streamed it, they completely ran them off the 3-point line. And the Thunder tonight had a very similar case scenario. They couldn't find anybody who could hit a shot tonight. 33% from the floor, 4 for 31 from the perimeter, 25-13 total assists in favor of Milwaukee. Giannis, major game. He had 19 rebounds against the Thunder in April. He has 19 rebounds tonight. Triple-double by the Greek Freak. 26, 19, and 10 for points, rebounds, and assists. Top of the key, Kenrich Williams. 20 seconds left to go. Williams over Connaughton. His three goes down. Where was that? Throughout the night for the Thunder. Too little, too late. 97-81 in the final 10 seconds left. The Milwaukee Bucks demolished the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's the best victory all season long for Milwaukee. Using this as a springboard for the rest of the season, and this team is on some serious momentum. This game has gone final. 97-81 the final score. The Bucks win the NBA Cup 2024 Cup Championship. Giannis putting up video game-like numbers. 26 points alongside 19 rebounds and 10 assists. 23 by Damian Lillard. 13 points by Brook Lopez with 9 rebounds. 13 points off the bench, drilling 3 threes by Gary Trent Jr. He had a huge second half for Milwaukee coming off the bench. Bobby Portis, he had 8 rebounds tonight. Just solid all around for this Bucks team. Giannis woke up this morning, saw that he was tied for 4th in the MVP odds with the same odds as Luka. And then picks up a major win, posting huge numbers against the number 2 player in the MVP odds, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who is not on this game tonight. SGA, 21 points. He went just 8 for 24 from the floor, though. 18 points by Jalen Williams, 16 points, 12 rebounds by Isaiah Hartenstein. They legit had 3 guys, and it looked like they were playing 3 versus 5 this entire night. Missing Chet Holmgren and Jalen Williams in the front court. Those were 2 major glaring issues tonight for this Thunder team, that they could just not match up with Giannis. Giannis just took it to them, and it was just another level for this Bucks team tonight that they took it to the Thunder. Thanks all for joining in, being a part of the stream for this one. Before you sign off tonight, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. Here's Milwaukee wins. 16-point win, 97-81. He also won by 16 percentage points in the poll, 58-42. If you guys voted, really appreciate it there. And just so good tonight for the Greek Freak. He was unbelievable in this game. This was the matchup going up against the front court that had guys like Isaiah Hardenstein and Kenrich Williams, and then Jalen Williams was playing the 5 for some of this game, which Giannis has a full 5 inches on Jalen Williams and just dominated this entire game. Nobody had a matchup answer to stop the freight train inside the paint in this one here. We're going to wrap up. I'll be back live on Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Celtics against Bulls. I'm hoping to also be live as well on Friday nights, Cavs against Bucks, if you like to join in for that one as well on Friday night. Both of those games are at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams here. It's as low as $1.99 per month to become a channel member. That link is pinned into the chat if anybody is interested. And here are the channel members. We got Jason Bradley, Warren Kelly, I Am Ghost, the Naja Player, Asia Ice Baby, Katie Russell, SGA Sports Talk Channel, Lonely Satellite, Michael John, Norma, Jonathan Brown, Guido, and Mark. Thanks all for joining in tonight, being a part on the stream for this one here. Giannis with a humongous game, triple-double, 26 points, 19 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks. The Bucks took it to the Thunder tonight, 97-81, the final score. And thanks all for joining in, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night. Congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks, the 2024 NBA Cup champions.